All right, we are live here for the NFL games, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time games. I'm not going to call a specific one. There wasn't really one that struck my fancy, actually. So we're just going to kind of go live on all of them, the entire Sunday ticket. So let's do that. There we go. Setting up some final things. I'm going to start with the Giants and Washington. We're live out here on TikTok as well. What up, TikTok people? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. You're a little bit away from the desk. It's better on YouTube, though. I'm not going to lie, because I'm able to show people's chats on YouTube. All right. New York Giants and Washington Commanders about to kick off. What's up, NWG? Good to see you, my friend. You used to have a different screen name, didn't you? I'm not sure what it was at the moment, but I'll recognize it as soon as you tell me. And let me know if my mic is good, if you can hear me. I was talking the other day, didn't even know it wasn't on. What up to everybody over there on TikTok? Make sure you hit that heart button. Kickoff taken by the Commanders out to the 19-yard line. Good coverage there out of the Giants. And we'll start the season with those Commanders that beat my Lions. Thanks, MWG. Appreciate you, my friend. Hit that like button if you guys don't mind. Good to see you. Hope everybody's had a good Fernando. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yep. Definitely remember. Hope everybody's had a great Sunday so far. I've been to church. I ate. Got all that good stuff. All right, here we go. Like I said, we're starting with Washington and the Giants. Jaden Daniels out in shotgun formation here for 1st and 10. First play of the season for the Commanders is a pass outside to Eckler. He'll go forward for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 up and coming. All right, 2nd and 7. Daniels lines up in shotgun. Like I said, I'm watching the Commanders and Giants for now, even though it's hard for me to watch the Commanders after last season's debacle against them. Jaden will take off on this one. He'll be short of the sticks, about 2 yards. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, somewhere around there. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me put the chats back up there. What up, Benny? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing great, my friend. Fernando, good to see you in the house. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, I think this mic's going to sound a lot better than the mic I used the other day. That's for sure. All right, 3rd down for the Commanders. See if the Giants can get a stop. Jaden Daniels in shotgun. Looks left. Can't find anybody. Rolls out right. Pretty good containment there out of the Giants, but they won't be able to keep him from getting the 1st down. Daniels will take off with it. 1st and 10 for the Commanders on their first possession of the season. Benny says the Ohio State fans be talking since last night's game, but if it's their turn, we had our time. Yeah, Benny, we'll be all right. Michigan will be all right. I'll probably make a video about that tomorrow, but we'll be all right. We just couldn't convert on 3rd down yesterday, and we couldn't keep them off the field on 3rd down. That was the biggest difference to me in the game. Got to sustain drives. Eckler goes forward for 5 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 5 for the Commanders. Put the scores up here a little bit larger for a second. Is anybody on the board yet? Yes, the Falcons. Falcons have scored already. Hopefully it's B. John. That's who I have. Pass there, almost picked off. Good coverage there by the Giants. Pass intended to Deebo Samuel to bring up 3rd and 5. Yeah, Brady says it's a little bit inside. I don't know. It was seemed like just a poor decision in general. All right, 3rd and 5. McLaurin will go in motion. And could have a false start here. So they'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Commanders. Never want to go that way, right? Like and subscribe. Appreciate you, Benny. Yeah, hopefully we can get rolling, man. I got to figure out what juice YouTube needs in order to keep rolling. Over there on TikTok, we're currently watching Washington and New York Giants. If you guys got a game you want me to go to, I'm more than happy to oblige. I just don't want to turn too often. And then I'm going to do the Lions and Packers at 4 o'clock. And I'll do tonight's game, Bills and Ravens. Lots of good action today. Daniels, plenty of time. Finds his man, but it's dropped. Ertz with the drop. And Washington will have to punt it away. Over under for this game. Good question, Benny. Or MWG. Let's see. Let's check that out. 45.5. 45.5. I like the I think I would take the under on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I would take the under. 50-yard touchdown catch for Bijan. Nice. I'll take that, man. I need that. I had Worthy go out, obviously, as you know, Philip. So didn't get Worthy. Block this guy. We don't watch commercials around here. Just got to have patience, brother. You will get back to where you were. I know I will. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Benny. Benny also says, we will always be all right, win or lose. Bryce is going to have growing pains. He's only a freshman. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know he was going to play as poorly as he did yesterday, but I did think that, we could stand up, take a step back on the he's already there kind of talk after one game. Let's see what happens if I go to the Steelers. Steelers and Jets. Obviously an interesting game there with it being Aaron Rodgers' return. It's actually a commercial break, though, right now. Good to have everybody here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. This is On Tap Sports. We're watching all the 1 o'clock games live here. Live reaction and watch party. Yeah, we'll skip on over to the to Bengals at Browns. This is my first time doing this where I watch all the games, so we'll have to see how things go with that. It already seems kind of hectic. Burrow with a pass there to Jamar Chase. Half yard short of the sticks. Going to bring up 3rd down and short for Cincinnati. Third and 1 for the Bengals. His current drive is 9 plays, 50 yards, almost 6 minutes of possession. So Cleveland has not had the ball yet. And they're currently at the 18-yard line, facing a 3rd and 1. They'll rush it up the gut with Chase Brown. He will get to the 13. First down for the Bengals. MWG says Childs versus Woods going to be a great 1v1 quarterback battle for a few years plus. Yeah, oh yeah. I like that. I haven't been paying too much attention to them, though, so far this season. Are they looking okay? You live all day, even during the Lions game? Yes, sir. I'll be doing this. I'm going to do all the games in the 1 p.m. slot. Then the Lions and Packers specifically. Chase Brown up the gut. Almost breaks free of the final tackler. Be right at the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down and very, very, very short. But, I'll be doing the 1 p.m. games. Lions and Packers, and then Bills and Ravens. Who you got in that Bills-Ravens game, guys? I'm taking the Ravens, even on the road. All right, Burrow working out of shotgun formation, 2nd and 2. He'll hand it off to Brown again. Bounces off a man, gets in the end zone. Chase Brown, 4-6. The Bengals will start their opening possession of the season with a touchdown. However, don't forget that Bengals defense is not that great. So we'll see if the defense is up for the task. They have no problem scoring. They never do. Yeah, nice cut there by Chase Brown. A lot of people pretty big on Chase Brown this season. I like him too. I mean, especially when you have that dynamic passing offense with Higgins and Jamar Chase, obviously. It's going to open up some rushing room as long as the line can do its job. Extra point up and good, 7-0 Bengals. I guess I said 7-0 earlier. I got to wait till the extra point. All right, 7-0. 2 at time says, "Oh, okay, that's a game I'll go to." This is my cousin. He's a Dolphins fan. They're playing right now, ain't they? Yeah. The old Dolphins versus Colts. You gotta love it. Philip likes the Ravens as well. Nice. I like that pick. We don't usually always agree on things, but we do now. How'd that first drive go for the Colts? Looks like they scored three points on it, Philip. Is it like a long play or anything, or just a sustained drive? We're live over on TikTok as well. Good to see you guys. Hit that heart button if you don't mind. Tap it. First down out there to Tyreek Hill on the pass. Nice throw there by Tua.
Charles, I think you mentioned this a little bit before. It's important to get your guys going early on in the game, and a nice, easy completion to Tyreek Hill right there. It gets his juices flowing for week 1 and makes him feel like he's
1st and 10.
And then you can take care of Jalen Bob in the same way. Last year in this game, both of them only had 1 catch apiece. That was coming very late in the game.
Miami out at the 42-yard line. They'll hand it off out of shotgun. Nothing doing. Taken down immediately. It's like a loss of about 3. They were not fooled on that one, to say the least.
There's Lou Anarumo, who spent 6 years with the Dolphins, including as their interim.
Philip says it was Tyler Warren left, Tyler Warren right, Tyler Warren middle. I mean, not running the ball, right? Just a bunch of passes. Nice, man. That's actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. I was curious to see how Tyler Warren works out for them. Oh, look, an injury, Philip. Benny says, "I'm a YouTube kind of guy, but it's awesome you're live on the talk." Yeah, man. TikTok's kind of disappointed me or whatever with the numbers on there, but it's fine. It's, same thing as what we said earlier. We just gotta be patient. But yeah, live used to be just popping for TikTok or whatever, and these days it just is not there anymore. Philip says passes. I figured. Just making sure. Yeah, I want to see how they use them, I mean, were they just in a basic tight end set? Were they putting him in motion at all? Or he's a stud, man. Good to have a good tight end, that's for sure. I don't mind having Laporta. He's okay. All right, Pittsburgh has the ball against the Jets. They'll pick up the first down on 3rd and 10. DK Metcalf with the catch. Donning that number 4 jersey. Just a short little pass on 3rd and long, but Metcalf is able to get the corner and go down the field and get the first down. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh with the ball at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Jets 37, that is. Jets up 3-0 early on. Rodgers under center. He'll do a play action here, and it'll be a screen pass. Nice little seam there, but it closes quickly. They still gained 7 on it. Jonnu Smith with the catch, 2nd and 3. Little bit of everything. 3 catches for 43 yards. God, that's a good start. Yeah, I'm gonna check in on my fantasy score here. Still bummed about Xavier Worthy. I mean, I think he was gonna have a game. Hollywood Brown's on my bench. He had 14.8. Bijan with 13 early, and Travis Hunter has 3. But pretty much nothing else doing for me so far. But I don't have too many men in. Up the middle, Gainwell has the 14 jersey. And he'll get the first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Haven't seen Godkong yet. I wonder what he's up to these days. Yeah, same thing. Same here. Might run into him. I'm sure. Maybe I'll have to do a Wisconsin stream. Rodgers will work out a shotgun from the 25-yard line. 3 rushes, 5 passes on this drive, 8 plays in total. He'll flip it to Gainwell. Gainwell having to reverse a little bit. Nothing really doing there, 2 yards.
2.5-yard gain. Harrison Phillips leading that charge for New York. Big addition for this Jets team, in my opinion. Harrison Phillips, not only for his ability as a run stopper, but most importantly as a guy in the locker room. He talked about his relationship with Quentin Williams and how he wants to help him be the best player he can be. But it's just the vibes that he brings into that locker room and the way he elevates the play of everyone around him.
All right, 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Rodgers working under center. Bring the man in motion. Play action, rolls out right. Rodgers finds his man. Could be for a touchdown. He's in. The Steelers will go up 6-3. Extra point pending. Nice play design there by Pittsburgh.
This is the Arthur Smith offense. It is play action.
Arthur Smith, a much better offensive coordinator than he is coach, that's for sure. Good start for Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. They're definitely excited to have him there. 4 rushes, 6 passes, 71 yards, 5 minutes and 36 seconds of possession. Extra points up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-3 lead. Let's flip on over to. Let's go to Atlanta. We haven't watched the Atlanta game yet. Atlanta and the Bucks. Penix with a good start, 4 for 5, 79 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, that long 50-yard catch for the touchdown from Bijan. And Atlanta has the ball back now. Tua time ended quick with a pick. Oh, no. Bad pass or bad decision? 7-0 Falcons with the lead and the ball. About halfway through the first. Getting closer to halfway through the first. Penix out of shotgun. He'll give it to Algier to the right side. Algier with a nice little gain there. Dragon players. He'll go for about 5 or 6 yards. Bring up the scores here. Falcons up 7-0 in Atlanta. Bengals up 7-0 in Cleveland against the Browns. Jaguars up 3-0. Commanders squared away, still 0-0 there. Is that the only games going on? No, there's more games going on. Why is it only showing those scores? Oh, I know what's going on. I just don't have the whole page up. See if I can fix that. Oh, no, it's only showing the Fox scores. That's silly. Let me fix that. Let me see if the score's working. 3rd and 6 up and coming for the Falcons. Drake London last season, 100 catches, 1,271 yards, 9 touchdowns. Pretty good year for him. All right, let's see if that's a little better. Oh, yeah. Fourth down up and coming for the Falcons. They could not convert there.
That's a nice way to respond by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They kind of look flat-footed.
Got all these dang spammers over here.
Got it together. You don't have the run game established early on. That's what can happen, right? You end up in second and long, third and long, and then the Bucs are able to rally and tackle for the stop.
All right, Falcons will punt it away from the 42-yard line of the Bucs. Man, that's a makeable kick. Is Koo still their kicker? What's going on with that? Why aren't they kicking a field goal? He can make a 59-yarder. Regardless, they'll punt it away and play the field position game. The Bucs will fair catch it at the 8, and that's where they'll start their next possession. Fields with a spin move over there. We'll go back to the Jets game.
Initially, just looking to throw it, couldn't find an open man. You got Tyler Johnson blocking Alex Highsmith. It's definitely not the matchup you're looking for, but he did just enough to get
Aaron Rodgers saw plenty of that. No blocking up front in his limited Jets career.
I can't speak from a quarterback's perspective, but obviously I don't see that terribly often, but it has been raining here.
Benny says, Steelers game is on CBS. I'll have to change it because I got the New York-Washington game on. Nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of rotating around. I've never tried this before. Don't know if I'll ever do it again, honestly. It's kind of tough. But I just didn't see any games in the 1 o'clock slot that I really just wanted to commit to and stick to and watch, you know. Plus, it's the first day of football. I just kind of wanted to go around or whatever. Cheers, make it rain. Nice to meet you. I think you've met him before, Benny, probably. That's Philip. That's my cousin. Jets working out a shotgun. They'll hand it off to Breece Hall. And, wow, he does work to get 2 yards. Some great moves there. He should have lost about 4. Instead, he gains a 2. Net difference 6. I'll share you out on the book. Nice, man. Appreciate you, Benny. Yeah, just got to have one of those lucky streams where, like, a bunch of people come in at one time or whatever. Likely more likely to happen during an actual game. We'll be all right. I'm here regardless. Jets with 45 rushing yards so far. Steelers with 13. Fields working out of shotgun this time. Slings it out to Breece Hall. Nice little gain there. He'll be about 2 yards short. 3rd and 2 up and coming for the Jets here against the Steelers as we wind down the end of the first quarter. 7-3. Steelers are up. No huddle, and they'll pick up the 3rd and 2 with a 4-yard gain by Breece Hall up the gut. Out of shotgun.
They had 21.4 carries per game last season, which is newest in the NFL, and there were a number of reasons for that. They had Aaron Rodgers on their team, and they were playing from behind quite a bit. Yeah, the people always kind of forget that. When you're playing from behind, obviously your run numbers are going to be lower. When you're winning games, at the end you're running out the clock, so your rush numbers go way up. It's one of those things that as a defense, you always look at it and try and tell people that. 30 seconds to go here in the first field. Great protection.
Fields with the long pass. Right side. It's caught by Garrett Wilson for the touchdown. Beat Slay on the play. I beat the announcer to the punch. Always love that. And they'll go up 9-7. Beautiful pass out of Justin Fields right there. I need to see. I'm testing something really quick. Hold on.
Wilson, 3,625 receiving yards in his first 3 seasons. That's the most in Jets history. They signed him to the
Let me see something. All right. I'm really trying to get trying to go on here and get rid of all these things. Spammers coming in. Okay, it did. It is working. Cool.
Now the option here, you could go for 2. And Aaron Glenn, we talked about situation in football with him quite a bit. He comes from Sean
I almost forgot Aaron Glenn's out there in New York. It was Detroit's DC last year.
I'm going to be aggressive but calculated. And it looks like this calculation says be aggressive. So after the penalty against the Steelers, the Jets, instead of trying the extra point, they're going to go for 2.
And because of the penalty, the Jets will try to go for 2 here. Steal a point.
Opens the playbook so much in these types. You need to take 1 yard, and you can do just about anything. And your quarterback can take it himself if he wants to.
It's taking a long time.
So Fields will break the huddle.
But we're back in action here. Last season, the Jets had 9 2-point conversion attempts, second most in the NFL. Chicago was first, apparently. The workout of shotgun from the 1-yard line on the 2-point conversion. 9-7 Jets. It'll either stay 9-7 or go 11-7. Let's see. They will hand it up the gut and try to push him in. I don't think he's going to get there. No, Steelers with the stop, 9-7. They end up losing a point there. I don't know, man. Even with the penalty, I don't know if you want to chase points that early. Appreciate you, Benny. You the man, as always. All right, let's see what game to go to next. See if the Dolphins are. Yeah, we're good. Dolphins and Colts. Yeah, I've been blocking them when they come in, honestly. All right, Colts with the ball at the 22-yard line. Daniel Jones in shotgun with 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Sends his man in motion. Good pressure by the Dolphins. There's a flag down, but it is a sack. We'll see if it sticks here. Bradley Chubb with the sack. It'll be on Miami. Oh, I'm against Colts. Sorry. So Miami will stick with the sack there. If you're looking over on TikTok, we are over on YouTube. It's a little bit better there. I get to actually show the chats and everything else, and I see the chats more often. So, On Tap Sports on YouTube. Either way, please do consider giving me a follow on either one of the two or both. 2nd and 20 up and coming. They do. Did they take the penalty, or was that a 10-yard sack? Either way, it'll go to the end of the first quarter there in the Colts-Dolphins game. We'll be doing the 4:25 Eastern Standard Time kickoff between the Lions and Packers. So that game I'll just be doing solely by itself. 2nd and 8 up and coming for the Falcons. 4 minutes there left in the first quarter in that game. They've had 5 rushes so far for 7 yards, so they're struggling getting the ground game going, but 7 passes for 97 yards, doing well through the air. Man, I'm really hungry for some cheese tonight, they say over there on TikTok. Me too, my friend. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. I'll be much more animated for the Lions game. This, I'm just chilling, vibing, watching the 1 o'clock games. The This one's probably my favorite, the Falcons and Bucks. They had some good games last year between the two of these teams, and actual potential playoff implications. Kind of, obviously, it's early in the season, but these are some playoff capable teams, obviously. Penix, and it's good to see what Penix does here. He'll sling it out to Drake London, right side, incomplete, little high for him, and London was off balance. That was 3rd and 5. So because of the incomplete pass, they will have to punt, and the Bucks will get back, get the ball back. Benny says, so ready to see the Lions. Going to be tough with their schedule this year. As long as we can stay healthy, we should be pretty good. I agree. I think we'll be fine. I mean, I had us projected at 11-6. I'd like to be a little bit better than that, but trying to be a little bit reasonable. 15-2 was a magical season, and honestly, the game we lost early in the season to the Bucks, we outplayed the crap out of them. So we were very capable of being 16-1 last year. So don't expect that this year. Just the thought of losing Ben Johnson. I mean, we just have to figure out a way to still get that offense moving without him. We'll see. There's a lot to see. I think, I don't know. A lot of people, I like to see where people rank things or whatever. I think most people agree out of the 3 big things that happened to us in the offseason, lost our defense coordinator, Aaron Glenn, lost our offense coordinator, Ben Johnson, and then lost Frank Ragnow to retirement. A lot of people put Ragnow as the most important loss there. I can see that for sure, but I think it's Ben Johnson. I think losing the OC, that was a big loss. Mayfield working here for the Bucks. Pass there is a little bit low and incomplete. Mecca Ibuka cannot come down with it, the rookie out of Ohio State. Yeah, that would have been a really tough grab. He almost had it, man. But Watts was all over him, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bucks. Mayfield's 0 for 4 on the day, no yards, and we're winding down the first quarter. So rough start for him so far, but still plenty of time to get it working. Bucky Irvin, right side. Nice gain there, 8 yards. 3rd and 2 up and coming for the Bucks.
There's Bucky Irvin following his blocks just like he did last year as a rookie. And I've been very impressed with the way that he explodes out of the run game.
I think there's been a lot of shredded cheese on the field tonight. Go Lions. I like that. Yeah, don't like the Packers, but I think they have a great squad this year. I'm not going to lie on that. They got a team. Pretty good one. I mean, they're up there for me as one of the favorites for the Super Bowl. Especially with that Parsons sign for the Parsons signing. So I know I got to say it with the Parsons signing, unfortunately. But hopefully we can at least split the series this season. We've won 6 of the last 7 against Green Bay. Shepard with a first down over there for the Bucks. Out to the 28-yard line. So Baker Mayfield will work under center on this one. 1st and 10. It's 1 for 5, 10 yards on the day now. Send Shepard in motion, and he'll hand it off to Irvin. Irvin with a nice seam there, Bucks. The O-line opening up some holes here on this drive. I think that's 1st and 10. I thought he was just short of the marker. Okay, he is. 2nd and 1, up and coming for the Bucks. Luke Bryan vibes. I like it. I'll take that. Good to have you guys here over on TikTok. Make sure you're hitting that heart. We're over on YouTube as well. YouTube, again, I can read your chats on there and put them on the screen. It's pretty fun over there. Play action. Baker winds up. Cannot find his man, intended for Mike Evans. Broken up on the play. Good defense out of Diablo there. and the Falcons secondary. I thought that was going to be a big play, but Baker didn't lead them very well on that one. I think it would have been caught if he would have. Big difference so far in passing yards, 97-10 here in the Falcons-Bucks game. 31 up and coming for the Bucks, down 7-0 late in the first quarter. Because we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number 32. Supposed to be number 1. You guys not looking good? What's that score? Let's see. Still 3-0, huh? Well, unless, you know what, the score, they all the time don't update here. 10-0. Ugh. Can't lose to the Colts in the opener, Phillip. Tua fumble. Return for a touchdown, too. Offense will stay on the field for the Bucks. Here we go. 4th and 1. Baker under center. Atlanta crowd in the line of scrimmage. Baker finds Mike Evans for the first. Pass completed for about 5 yards, but it wasn't easy. And the Bucks will keep the chains moving. For now. Todd Bowles rolling the dice here. Into the first quarter there in Atlanta. Bijan with 14.7 points for me so far, but he is the only one doing anything. That's for sure. How many guys do I have in right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I actually have, because 2 have already played, so I have 4 in right now. All right, let's see where we'll go next. Steelers just added a field goal in New York, so it's 10-9 there. But every game I have up here is at commercial break. See if the Giants, Washington's good. All right, cool. Washington's up 7-0. We'll go to the Giants-Washington game. Washington up 7-0. 39 seconds left in the first. Giants 3rd and goal. Wilson rolling out right. He's going to take off and will not get in. Fumbles, gets it back. And they'll be at the 2-yard line, but that was 3rd and goal, so they will probably settle for a field goal from there. Wilson had a seam, but that seam closed up pretty quickly. Good job of getting the ball back, though.
Awareness to grab that ball back.
Would you go here? Would they go for the 2? They got a quarter to think it out.
They don't got a quarter to think it out. They got a quarter break. All right, so that'll go into the second quarter. It'll be a 4th and goal for the Giants. What would you guys do here? Down 7-0. I think I'm taking the points if I'm the Giants personally. I'm going to kick the field goal. To like and subscribe if you are not busy. Share this channel out. Thank you. You're the best, Benny. You are the best, my man. We just going to keep working. Okay, we going to keep working. The thing I don't like about like lower streams like this, like having to work into it or whatever, is like, you know, the way to get people on your stream is to be animated and just like, you know, hype. And obviously that's a lot more fun to watch, but it's hard to explain. It's just kind of, I'm not fake, you know, so I'm not going to act hype. Like, you know, I don't know. It'd be, I think it'd be weird if it was me, Benny, and Phillip, and I'm just like, let's go, baby. You know, I don't know. Might do that during the Lions game. That's the most likely. But, you know, just a regular season game with 3 people watch, like, it's tough. Those are tough. But, and I remember these days. So it's not anything I haven't been through before. Last offensive snap for the Bengals was at 112. What happened in the Bengals game? Was there a big injury? The Bengals game still has. Oh, wait. Last offensive stat for Burrow was at 1:12 p.m. Oh, I get it. Man, Cleveland must have had a long, long drive. That's kind of wild. Let me see. Let me see the time of possession in this game. We're watching Cleveland Cincinnati right now. 7-7 ball game between these two rivals. Yeah, 9:50 time of possession for the Browns. Yeah, a 10-minute drive for the Browns. That's solid. 2nd and 9 for the Bengals. Burrow finds Chase Brown in the flats. There's a flag. Minimal yardage on the play. Got to get hyped up, laugh out loud. Yeah. How though, you know? I don't know. Those are one of those things that's hard to explain to somebody if they're not like if they're not used to streaming or done streams before. It's easy to get hyped up when you got 1,000 people in there. They say agreed over there on TikTok. Yeah, it's difficult. Streaming is not easy when you don't have too many people in. Philip says, Miami has lost their best O-lineman with a pec injury already and likely out for the season, so the NFL begins. It wouldn't be the NFL without Miami injuries, would it? One wouldn't think. And he says, for sure. Nah, I'll be hyped during the Lions game. I ain't worried about that. I'm thinking of a way to maybe stream standing up, honestly. That always gets the blood flowing a little bit better. Tucker on the run for the Bucks. We're watching the Bucks Falcons now, 7-0. Falcons are up. Mayfield 3 of 8 on the day for 25 yards. 3rd and 2 up and coming.
We haven't heard much of Kane out today. He's a phenomenal tight end. So there's a little work getting done. Kristen Wirfs is really, really good. Watched him play a few times last year, and he kind of settles down on that offensive line. You know you're safe on that left side, and then everything can slide over to. All
right, Baker working out a shotgun. 3rd and 2 for the Buccaneers. Good pressure out of the Falcons. Makes Mayfield scramble out right side. He will get the first down after taking off. Bucks trying to get on the scoreboard here. Down 7-0.
Just watch Baker Mayfield. Look at his eyes where he goes to the football. He knows exactly where he wants to throw it. It's not there, second read, third read. It's not there. Get out of the pocket. I love that about him because his awareness in the pocket, because he's not that big, he knows exactly where the ball should be.
And hands it off Rachaad White. Nice little cuts there. Gain of about 11 for my backup fantasy running back. He's my RB4. Not bad to have Rachaad White as an RB4 in a 12-man league. He'll get the ball again. He'll go forward for about 4 this time around. 2nd and 6 up and coming for the Bucks in Falcons territory. Down 7-0. What up to everybody over there on TikTok? Good to see you guys. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Hit that heart button and give me a follow if you don't mind. Mayfield and the Bucks at the 31-yard line, man in motion. 2nd and 6. Mayfield working under center. He'll bring his man in motion again. Irvin gets the handoff left side, gain of just 1. I only have Antenna TV, so I only get a couple games on TV, but I do have a website where I can go and watch all the games for free. Nice, Benny. Yeah, Stream East is a pretty good one if you don't know about that one already. That's where I used to go. But luckily, I have a cousin who's on here, Make It Rain Water, and we split the Sunday ticket costs. All right, 3rd and 6. Big 3rd and 6 here for the Bucks. Trying to get some points on the board, working at the 30-yard line of the Falcons. Mayfield out of shotgun. Good pressure. Looks for his man. Can't find him. He goes to Mike Evans on 3rd down again. This time it's incomplete. Decision time for the Bucks. I would imagine they're going to try to kick a field goal here. It'll be about a 47-yarder. Who's the Bucks kicker? Is it still Chase McLaughlin? Yep, Stream East. Yeah, they're solid. 48-yarder. And it is McLaughlin. 30 of 32 last year. Pretty good season out of McLaughlin. 56 was his long. This is a 48-yard attempt, down 7-0. Snap good, hold good, up and at him. 3 points for the Buccaneers, 7-3. As we approach the 10-minute mark in the second quarter of that game. Let's check in on the scores. Falcons up 7-0 over the Bucks. Jets over, well, you know what? Here we go again with that whole thing. I wish it would just update it like that, but whatever. Falcons up 7-3 over the Bucks. Jets up 16-10. So Fields and company just scored another touchdown. Doing well over there. Colts up 17-0. Yikes. Jags and Panthers are 3-3. Washington 7-3 over the Giants. Saints up 7-3 over the Cards. 7-7 ball game in Cleveland between Cincinnati and Cleveland, and Patriots and Raiders also 7-7. Man, oh man. Dolphins getting worked right now. Sorry, Philip. I don't want to reiterate that, but let's go to that Dolphins game. We got a 3rd and 9 up and coming. What up, Evan? Good to see you, brother. Long time no see. It's been forever, man. We were at a wedding yesterday. All right, 3rd and 9 up and coming for Tua and company. Down 17-0. Built themselves quite the hole. See if they can dig themselves out of it. Tua out of shotgun. Looks left. Finds his man. Caught for the 1st down. Tanner Connor. Apparently. I'm sure Philip knows who it is, but and it'll be 1st and 10 up and coming for the Dolphins. Good job moving the sticks there by Tua. Gonna need a lot of that if you want to come back from 17 down against the always dangerous Danny Dimes. To work out a shotgun on this one again. Oh, I knew it. Had no clue that there. He just got lit up. Lit up on his backside. No real protection there. Man came right out the edge. Loss of 7. And Tua, as always, taking quite the hit. All right, 17-0. That one will go to a timeout. You know, I got a feeling I'm going to be calling a Dolphins comeback later. I'm not even just saying that because Philip's here. I think they'll come back in this game. Let's go back to the Jets and Steelers. Jets with 16 points already against, in fantasy purposes, the #1 defense in the league. Not playing like it. Rogers will flip it over to Gainwell on 2nd and 8. Gain of about 4, 3rd and 4 up and coming. Steelers 10, Jets, yes, 16. 9 minutes to go in the second. Yeah, that's the. I forgot about that game. I like this one a lot. Obviously, so many implications here. How do you think Cam Ward will do this season? I wasn't the biggest Cam Ward guy. I didn't love this quarterback draft class. Ward was probably up there for me out of this draft class, but yeah, I don't know about the number 1 pick. I think I would have gone somebody else there. To me, if you're gonna use the number 1 pick on a quarterback, you better know. Like, it's hard to know, but some people got it and some people don't. He's got an arm on him. He can do a lot of things, but I don't know if I love Cam Ward. It's tough, man. It's tough to know with these ACC guys. Defenses are kind of meh. Padded, lots of padded stats. Football, love it. Yes, sir, Benny. We here on Tap Sports. Pittsburgh will have to punt it away. Caught at the 26-yard line by the Jets. That's where they'll start their next possession. Up 16-10. Justin Fields and company back on the field after the commercial break. I'll be doing the Packers and Lions game. I won't be flipping around like this later. Packers and Lions. Obviously, I'm a Lions fan. And I'll be doing Bills and Ravens tonight. Going back on over to the Bucks and Falcons.
And it takes away a lot of that momentum. The Buccaneers think they made a great play instead.
7-3. Atlanta up in this one. 9:34 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 up and coming for Penix and company. Penix gets the snap out of shotgun. Finds his man. London, who had the first and retreated a little bit. I think he's going to be a little bit short. But 3rd and short up and coming. What do you think about Michigan's basketball coach? I think he's pretty decent. No, I think he's better than pretty decent. Had a great year last year, man. After the season before with Juwan Howard. Didn't we win the Big Ten tournament last year? I think we did. Or did we just get to the championship game? I thought we beat Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament, if I'm not mistaken. No, really good season out of Dusty May. Dusty May? Why am I like questioning this? Yeah, Dusty May. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I was questioning it. Yeah, blowing Howard out of the water, that's for sure. Yeah, Howard was a bust, I was real hopeful for Howard, especially with how it worked out for Harbaugh, but all right, 4th and 1. But they'll take a timeout before anything happens here. It's always interesting how some of these games can be so much further ahead than, some of these games are almost at halftime, whereas others have just started the second quarter here. All right, Giants down 7-3 to Washington. They have the ball 2nd and 9. 111 total yards for Washington, 68 for the Giants. Singletary will take the handoff. Starts out right, heads left. Good gain there. Be about 3rd and 3.
Yeah, really nice tackle there. Keeping Singletary from getting the first down, but early down runs set up play action.
Good to see everybody over at TikTok. Go ahead and hit that heart. We are live on YouTube as well, where I'm able to read comments and put them on the screen and all that good stuff. On Tap Sports. Trying to work towards get to that 10,000 mark on YouTube. That'd be lovely. Russell Wilson out of shotgun on 3rd and 1. Slings it right to the dirt. Terrible pass. Rushed it. Just ugly. Tried to get it to Wan'Dale Robinson, but I'm not even sure Calvin Johnson could have caught that one. I mean, he just slung it right to the ground. Had to change his leverage because of a man that was jumping in his face. I don't know. That was just an ugly play from the jump. Giants will have to punt it away on 4th and 1. Returner standing at about the 25-yard line or 35-yard line. Catches it at the 42. That's where Washington will start its next possession. A little bit of a skirmish afterwards. Oh, and a headbutt. But nobody will get called a flag on, so we'll go to timeout there. They just showed Dan Lanning. Man, what did that score end up being? Was it 76-3 or something like that? Between Oregon and Oklahoma State? Wow, one. Fields just took a hit from T.J. Watt. Just laid him out. 3rd down up and coming for the Jets. 16-10 in that one. 6:13 remaining until halftime. We're getting closer and closer to the Lions game, baby. Which is the real game of the day, right? What's the game of the day for real? Like, don't even be biased. Bills and Ravens or Lions, Packers? I mean, you can't miss with either. If any of them disappoint, then that'll be disappointing.
It was Hall who had the carry, and then Elliott right away.
Miami starting corner now down on the ground, and that's not even their starting corner, really. It isn't, because they're down to their backups, weren't they?
And it was one who blasted Justin Fields on the play, and immediately over to the blue tent is the veteran Deshaun Elliott. So former Jet Shane Clark steps in to replace Elliott at that safety spot.
All right, 3rd and 9 for the Jets. Up 16-10 over the Steelers. Fields working on shotgun. Good pressure from the Steelers. He'll step up and almost throws a pick, but it's actually caught. Somehow went right through the hands of the Pittsburgh defender, and Tyler Johnson will come down with the catch and the 1st down. Good job by Fields there. He's got to be having a pretty decent game, huh? A little bit upset that Pittsburgh let go of him, apparently. Yeah, he's 8 for 9, 126 and a touchdown. Have a day, Justin. Have a day. Yeah, down to backups being starters. Oof. I knew you were going to say Lions Packers. That's why I was trying to say don't be biased. But, I mean, it's fair. I have a feeling it's going to be a close game. Yeah, it usually is. It usually is, and we're usually on the right side of it. What up, everybody over there on TikTok? Hit that heart button if you don't mind. On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar, covering the 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time games here in the NFL. We'll be doing the Lions and Packers in the late afternoon games, and then the Bills and Ravens for Sunday Night Football. We'll be here all year, as well as doing parody videos and all those fun things. Fields will take off on this one. Gives himself up, gain of 3. That was very anticlimactic. New Orleans and Arizona all knotted up at 10. Washington 7-3 over the Giants. 10-3 Jacksonville over Carolina. Most of the games are close so far. Most of them. There's one that's not. But it could change. Last I checked, Colts 17, Dolphins nothing. And the Colts have the ball back. Handed to Breece Hall. He's going to get the 1st down, gain of about 9 there. Pinballing off of some people. And Jets have something working again. They're saying 3rd down. I thought he got it. On a positive note, Rocket Sanders scored a touchdown for the Browns. That's a Gamecock. Yeah, sure is. He's a stud.
yourself on stopping the run. So when you get these gashes up the middle, that is concerning for sure.
All right, it is 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Allen short yardage situation is in there.
Fields keeps it himself and goes down. Great containment out of the Steelers there. He'll lose 4 yards. Want some kind of flag, but I'm not sure what he's asking for. And the Jets will probably have to kick a field goal from here. That was great and good coverage across the board. It's an option run, and so Fields could have handed it off, and even if he'd have handed it off, it would have gone absolutely nowhere. It would have been a loss either way. Great defense there out of the Steelers. And for now, the Jets are lined up in shotgun formation, going for it on 4th and 5. And Steelers are going to go ahead and call a timeout, regroup, make sure they got something ready here. The Jets are rolling the dice early, man. They went for 2 earlier off the penalty out of Pittsburgh. They brought them a little bit closer, and they did not get that. Now they have a manageable field goal, but they brought out the offense. However, the kicker is now walking onto the field. So just a bunch of tricksters, you know? Evan says, Rocket's a great back. I think he will do good things in the NFL. I think so, too, man. Good size and quick guy, man. I like watching him play. That was much needed, too. The Gamecocks were bringing out everybody and their mother in the running back position a couple years ago, weren't they? All right, Nick Folk is 1 for 1 on the day. Made a 35-yarder earlier. This one a little bit more difficult, 51 yards, to attempt to give the Jets a 19-10 lead. Left hash mark. Snaps good. Holds good. Kick is a duck, but it goes in. That's a weird one, man. It looked like a duck, and then it kind of like took off. As the announcer said, massages it through. Yeah, that was weird. It felt like it came off the foot weird or something. Yeah. Good kick, though. 19-10. Jets up on the Steelers. Oh, man. That's kind of crazy. You have to let TikTok know that you're active. I mean, I was just, I'm active. I'm on the live. I'm just mainly on YouTube. So it said I had to do some puzzle piece or else I was going to lose the live. Unbelievable. Be right back. Like and subscribe, you knuckleheads popping in and out. That'd be great. Appreciate you, Philip. We'll see you in a little bit, my friend. I was surprised Shedeur Sanders got drafted so late. I wasn't, I mean, there's a lot that comes with his personalities. It's a lot of GMs don't like that, I think it's going to be a detriment to the team, and sometimes it is, He's a talented guy, but I don't particularly care. I look at throwing motion a lot, and I don't love his throwing motion. Some people can still make it regardless, but. All right, Jaden Daniels here in the Washington Giants game, working from the 41-yard line of the Giants, up 7-3 on 2nd and 19. We'll find McLaurin on a nice little pass there. Be 3rd down and much more manageable now. Love it if the Giants can get a W here. Be good for Detroit. More than likely. 3rd and 7 here for Washington. That also brought them closer into field goal range. So provided a sack, they'll at least have that option. Daniels will work out a shotgun, no back there with him. Rolls out right. He's going to take off on this one. And he has a seam to get out to the 17-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Defensive back, got him the outside, he just wrapped him around his hip.
Yeah, Ertz had his guy beat, so that's going to be a defensive holding on the Giants from the end of the run, too.
Yeah, Ertz was trying to beat him there on that sail route. And they've got the rookie Carter. Allegretti's on him. Biotis is on him. There's no place.
Good to see everybody over on TikTok. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Go ahead and give me a heart or a lot of hearts if you don't mind. Give me a follow. And we're over on YouTube primarily here on the laptop. Reading the comments and all that good stuff. Just chilling, vibing. 1st and 10 now for Washington. And they are a lot closer to the end zone. They're at the 12-yard line. Up 7-3, looking to pad that lead here. Well, bunch formation, and they'll go for skill chugging, guys. They'll go for about 6 on that play. 2nd and 4, up and coming for the Commanders. And I still don't love calling them the Commanders. What do you think of Caleb Williams? Do you truly believe he was a number 1 pick? No, Benny. I like him a little bit. I like him fine. I've never had a problem with Caleb Williams. And he'll be much better with Ben Johnson's system, because I got to believe Ben Johnson's still going to have his hand on the offense there. I'll finish my answer in just a second, though. 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off right side. Touchdown, Washington. Nice run there by Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Yeah, but what I was going to say is, I have proof for this. I didn't make a video on it, but I got plenty of friends who can vouch for it. I liked Jaden Daniels and J.J. McCarthy. Jaden Daniels did well last year. J.J. McCarthy yet to be determined because of the injury. And Sam Darnold was there, obviously. But those were my favorite quarterbacks out of last year's draft, and then I probably would have put Caleb Williams 3rd. I don't like how Caleb holds on to the ball too long, and all. I feel like he holds on to the ball too long. He's not great with his reads, and just tries to always. He's gonna make that spectacular play every now and then, but he's also gonna make that dumb play every now and then. So I don't love that. And I definitely didn't love the thing where he wanted to own part of the team and stuff like that. Like, goodness, where are we getting with? When is enough enough? I'd have to agree, says Benny. Appreciate you, brother. Bucks took the lead out there in Atlanta. They're up 10-7. Let's go to that game. So Atlanta, after that first possession, nothing doing pretty much.
How terrible with height, though. It's the weirdest thing.
145 yards for the Falcons, 125 for the Bucks, 10-7 lead for Tampa Bay. Second and 8 up and coming for the Falcons. They are at the 44-yard line of the Bucks. Penix out of shotgun. He'll hand it off to Bijan. Nothing doing left side. Gain of about a yard. Running the ball's been pretty hard to come by here for Bijan. 3rd and 7 up and coming for the Falcons.
He was named the Hillsborough County Player of the Year in 2018 at Tampa Bay Technical High School. He went to a couple of Bucks games as a youngster, but the biggest thing he remembers, it was hot. He made it very clear he was not a Bucks fan growing up. No, I said I was too young to remember the first Super Bowl. That's right, they won the year he was born, right? And after that, he said they kept
God.
He wanted no part of it.
I'll tell you what I was saying got to in just a second. Penix out of shotgun. Finds his man on 3rd and 7, and that's right at the sticks. First down. Catch made by Washington. They said that Penix for the Bucks' first Super Bowl, which, that was probably in 2000 and probably 2000 or somewhere around there. Penix wasn't born, that's crazy because he grew up in Tampa.
You can see what he can do. It's just
That's wild. I think they were talking about Penix. I'm not positive about that, but that's just crazy knowing these guys aren't, some of these guys don't even remember 9/11, you know? I'm getting old is what I'm saying. All right, Penix will hand it off right side to Algier on the stretch play. Good gain there, 6 yards, 2nd and 4 up and coming. So Falcons look to tie or take the lead before the half with 3 minutes left.
You get the ball going, you get some completions, have some positive yards, and then you get a bruiser like Tyler Algier to go in the backfield, get north and south, in between the A and B gaps, and punish anybody that tries to tackle him. That's what I want to see on that 4th down play, have him run.
Algier with the defensive mentality. Played some linebacker at BYU.
2nd and 5, Bijan and Algier are both out there on this play. They're going to swing it out to Bijan, and he drops it. He heard footsteps, got scared, and drops the pass. 3rd and 5 up and coming. Stop. Why are we making weird sounds? Guys, sorry. I'm sure you guys can hear that popping sound. These professional mics are good for a lot of reasons, but that's not one of them. It's still like popping in my ear. All right, 3rd and 5. Penix steps up. He's going to take off. He gives himself up just before the 1st down marker. I think he's going to be inches short here. Be decision for the Falcons. They'll probably go for it, though. It's very, very short. How old are you now, Brother Ray? I am 38, my friend. Benny says, I'm getting towards 30 here soon. Yeah. Keep enjoying those 20s, man. Keep enjoying them for now. Yeah, I'm 38. And I mean, I don't want to sit there sounding like a broken record that you probably heard 1,000 times from other people, but goodness, my 30s flew by. Don't even remember them. And I imagine it stays like that. But we enjoy it. We enjoy every second we get, every breath we get.
Looks like an offside there.
All right. Oh, man. It's going to the Jets and Steelers game, but everybody's calling timeouts right now. All right, Bengals up 14-7 now. Browns driving with Flacco at the 29-yard line. 38 seconds left. Flacco finds his man left side to Tillman, but they'll have to call a timeout. They have 2 left, and he did not get out of bounds as the clock was winding down. Is this just the Bengals? I mean, because they had that long drive earlier. I'm wondering if this is either their 2nd or 3rd drive of the day. Yeah, this is their 3rd drive. They punt on the last one, and now this one's 9 plays, 51 yards, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So just 3 drives out of these 2 teams in the first half. Yes, sir. You know it, says Benny. Gotta love it, man. Every breath matters, right? Last team to win consecutive Super Bowls, 1992 and 1993 Cowboys. See if I can. I was young. I know they beat the Bills. Did they beat the Bills? No, not both times. Did they? I think they might have. Flacco rolling out right. Can't find a man on 3rd and 5, so Browns likely kick the field goal here. Flacco on the day, 10 for 14, 87 yards. Pretty good game here, especially if the Browns can make this field goal. That was another thing, Benny, I forgot about. I forgot about that Savada missed field goal yesterday. Goodness, I can't believe that. We needed that, too, at that time. 45-yard attempt is up and true. It'll be 14-10, Bengals over the Browns. Smith is that guy's last name with a Z. Interesting. All right, looks like Jonnu Smith just scored a touchdown for the Steelers against the Jets on a reverse of all plays. Little flip pass. He'll take the edge and get in. Great job there getting inside the pylon, too. So that's 19-16. We'll see if the Steelers probably just kick the extra point here, right? Don't chase points early on. Jonnu Smith is pumped, man. All right, they will kick the extra point, which is good for me because I have Boswell. It's up and in. 19-17, Jets with the lead, but the Steelers close in on that. As we get closer and closer to halftime. I'm going to check my fantasy. Haven't done that in a while. Boswell has me 7, and James Conner has 9.5. Bijan with 15.7. I'm doing okay. He's got Trey McBride doing all right with 8.2, but I'm good. I'm in good shape here. And he's got like a bunch of his players in. What's happening with Carolina and Jacksonville? Is there like a weather delay? It says delay in the second. Interesting. $35-yard attempt for the Colts, up and in. It's 20-0 at the half there. I know Phillip is not happy. Cousin Phillip. All right, Giants in a 3rd and 13 at their own 27, and Wilson is bottled up and brought down at the 20. Big sack there. Washington up 14-3.
A lot of people to deal with here in the pass rush. If you're Russell Wilson, you had 0 chance. You feel that pass rush goes white.
All right, Benny says, yeah, we definitely got some work to do for sure, my friend. I miss Money Moody. Yeah, Moody was definitely solid. But what about who'd we have in the championship season? He was good too, though. Yeah, Moody was a little bit better, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. That championship season, what's that kicker's name? He was solid, man. He did not miss often. But Moody made the longer ones. You're gonna have to let me know that name, Benny. If you don't know it, I'm gonna have to Google it because it's gonna bother me if I can't remember who the kicker was. Young Ho Koo will kick the field goal here for the Falcons. 41-yard attempt to try to knot it up at 10 in Atlanta against the Bucs. Snap good, hold good, and Koo puts it through. He's good. 10-10 there. .27 seconds left in the first half of the Jets-Steelers game. We'll see if the See if the Jets roll the dice a little bit with the ball. I probably wouldn't. I would be okay with the 2-point lead. But their offense has been playing well today, so we'll see. All right, 1st and 10. They will look back to pass. And Fields gets free and finds Wilson for a gain of about 9. They get it out to the 42-yard line, so they have time to get in field goal range here for sure. I don't know. I got to learn it. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it was Vada last year, but let's see. 2023 Michigan Wolverines roster. Kicker James Turner. Yeah. Fields on 2nd and 2. Escapes pressure again and goes left side. Can't find anybody, though. Throws it away. Yeah, we got him from Louisville. He played at Louisville for 4 years and then played at Michigan that final year. He was 65 for 66 on extra points. That's whatever. But 18 of 21 on field goals, 86%. It's pretty solid. Yeah, we'll take that. 3 misses all season. Yeah, Svada was the guy the last couple years, but James Turner was the guy for the championship team. But yeah, Svada was the guy last year and this year because he was our one shining guy on the offense last year. Offense. He's one of the few we could rely on.
Thankfully, in this situation, it really didn't hurt him that much. But what you like better is to see the team standing up for their guy.
A little bit of a skirmish here between the Jets and Steelers, and like Jets got a bad unsportsmanlike penalty on that one. Yeah. I'm about to say I didn't know if they were cancellations or whatever, where they cancel each other out because they weren't moving the ball for the penalty. But no, the penalty is only on the Jets. So now they're down to a 3rd and 17 with 9 seconds left, all the way back at their own 26. They should kneel this. Well, actually, they can't kneel it necessarily because Pittsburgh has a timeout if they want to use it.
The penalty is what ended the Jets' hopes of maybe taking a shot.
We'll see if Pittsburgh lets it just go into the half if they do run the ball. Oh, yeah, he's still a good kicker. He definitely is, Benny. All right. Field will hand it off. Nice looking run here. And there's 4 seconds left. Will the Steelers call their timeout? They do not, but there's more pushing and shoving between the Jets and Steelers. Yeah, a lot of arguing. Should be a very interesting second half there in New York. Let's see if most of these scores are probably at the half. That Jags-Panther game delayed too. It's crazy. Yeah, we're pretty much at the half across the board. Which means, and I hate moving this mic. Every time I move this mic, it stop. All right, let's go ahead and play our games. What was it? Immaculate. All right, so you want to get the rarest answers here. Here we go. Maybe switch these two. There we go. All right. So, yeah, real good game, Benny. I like the Steelers Jets game. That's why I didn't want to call one. That's probably what the game I would have called if I had to pick. Either that or Cleveland and Cincy. But or maybe Washington Giants. But I probably would have done Jets and Steelers. But I just wasn't that into that game as much as some of the other ones today. When I think Detroit and somebody that's played for Detroit and played for New England, I definitely like Amendola would be pretty rare. I'm trying to think if there's anybody a little bit better. Because we did a lot of trading with them for a while there. But I'm going to go Amendola. I don't know how to spell Amendola, but we'll try. There we go. 27%, we'll take that. You're looking for the lowest score. Benny says, like and subscribe. If you're not busy, share the stream out. Thank you. You the man, Benny. Appreciate you, man. Somebody who played for the Giants and Patriots. Giants and Patriots or Seahawks and Patriots. I might always goes blank during these games. I'm not very good with these games. Me either, Benny. Phillip was pretty clutch in these the other day, and so was Garrett. I don't know if I know any of these Phillip says. Yeah, these are hard. These ones are hard. I know, I mean, he's not going to be that rare, but Devin Singletary is definitely good for Giants and Bills, right? 16, we'll take that. Let's see. Seahawks and Ravens. I'm better with college, yeah. They're going all over the place in college these days. You can pretty much put everybody in every slot. I mean, I'm a Lions fan. I don't even know like Lions that have played for Ravens. I mean, they're there, I'm sure, but Lions who have played for the Ravens or vice versa. Or Bills. If you give up, like, will it show some possible answers? I wonder. I'm gonna see if I can get a new board. Oh, is it just the same board every day? Oh, so it's like Wordle, I think. Huh. Oh, Anquan Bolden would have been a good answer. Haloti Ngata played for the Ravens and Lions. Interesting. See, I thought there were more. I thought you just yeah, Philip says let's do another, but I thought that oh, okay, I see. All right, we can do 780. All right, let's see if this one's a little better. I know Raiders and Titans off the bat could be Randy Moss, right? I think he played for the Raiders. But that wouldn't be too rare, so maybe we can find somebody more rare than that. Is that the fan hitting this thing? First round draft pick that had 3,000 yards passing in a season. Man, that's tough because you're trying to get rare, but if you try to go too rare and that person doesn't exist or they never hit that or whatever. First round draft pick with 1,000 yards in receiving season. Steve McNair was a first round pick, or you're saying Titans 3,000 pass yard season? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're saying Ridley. Do you think Ridley would be the most? Well, did Ridley? Does it have to be with the Titans? That'd be the question. Does it have to be with the Titans? And did Ridley? Yeah, I always forget about the rare part too. You're trying to get like somebody who's rare. Like I wonder if Kenny Britt had 1,000 yard season. But if you guess and if I guess and I'm wrong, I'm gonna try Britt. Oh no, he never had 1,000 yards. I know he had that one season where he did really well, but he got a lot of touchdowns, and I don't know if he. I guess he didn't get enough yards. So I mean, we may go Ridley. I was trying to think of somebody. Or did Wycheck? No, Wycheck never got enough yards. All right, we'll try Ridley, but I don't know if it also has to be okay. 10%. That's pretty rare. I don't know why that's rare. Bucks. Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, okay, he had it with Titans. Yeah, I feel you, Benny. We'll get there. I think we just have to. I don't know. We'll get there. So we just have to have some videos do okay. I'm mainly just streaming just to get my feet wet again. For now. Let's see. I'm gonna go Keyshawn, I guess. I mean that's only 10%. That's pretty rare too. 3,000 pass yards. You think Brad Johnson ever had 3,000 pass yards or Sean King? Let's try Sean King. No. Or maybe Josh Freeman. 6%. That's solid. But I used up some guesses there. Yeah, I appreciate you, Philip. I think it will. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up. Way too early to give up. First round draft pick with 3,000 yard season. Let's go with Joey Harrington. Yeah, that was a solid guess. 0.3%. I didn't even know they'd do 0.3 or like first round draft pick with 1,000 receiving yards. Trying to think of somebody that just like want to be rare. The rare is the hard part. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. I can't even think. For some reason, I can't even think of receivers drafted in the first. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Did he get 1,000 last year? I think he did, didn't he? Let's try Smith and Jigba. Yeah, 0.5%. Crushing it now. 3,000 yards passing, for the Titans. Steve McNair is for sure an option. But do we have somebody more rare than he? I don't think Tannehill ever did it, do you? McNair, Warren Moon, if you count the Oilers. Don't know if they would do that or not. I'm going to try Tannehill. 36%. Dang. Wonder if McNair would have been more rare. All right, I'm just going to put Moss for this one. All right. My rarity score is 295. Plus 100 for every open cell. Man, 295, and that's what's the I want to know what the average, like, what people normally get. 295 is pretty low, man. That's pretty good. Cool. All right. Second half games have started. The score. My device is overheating. Might lie. That's a better layout there. Cool. All right, back to the stream here. Here comes that dreaded mic sound again, though. Well, that wasn't bad. All right, let's go to the Dolphins game for Phillip. Let's see if the Dolphins can do something on this drive. All right, 2nd and 9, up and coming for the Dolphins out of shotgun formation. They're at the 45-yard line, their own. And they'll find Waddle for a 5-yard pass out to midfield. 3rd down, up and coming for Miami. And Waddle is injured. What do you know? 3rd and 3, actually. Man, I'm terrible with yardage this year so far. Either I'm terrible with yardage or people are spotting balls weird. Pause. Yeah, I just saw Phillip. Jalen Waddle hurt. Pointing to his shoulder, too. Doesn't look good. Man, oh, man. All right, 3rd and 3. Dolphins have to pick this one up. Cannot afford to punt again here. Tua scanning the field, has plenty of time. He throws a pick. Latu, big old man. I mean, goodness. 20-0. Colts up, and Tua throws a pick. I remember God calling Garrett. Yeah, man. Garrett's actually local to me. He's awesome, man. Him and his dad. Michigan fans and local to me. I think I saw you, but don't remember for sure. To MSU Detroit. What up, MSU Detroit? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, long time no see, man. How you been?
Super fast after that scary thunder.
I'm showing my face again after Michigan won a championship, you know. I can be seen. Yeah, he's good people. Hopefully all our people will trickle in slowly but surely, you know. But a lot of them probably don't watch the NFL like they do college, you know. All right. Rodgers hands it off. Nothing doing on 2nd and 1. Warren taken out immediately by Quinnen Williams, the stud defensive tackle for the Jets.
underrated player, which you say, how can he be underrated as an all-pro? He said, that's how high I believe his ceiling is. He just stacks the block, sheds it, makes the tackle, and now the Steelers thought they might have an easy first down on 2nd and 1, are sitting at 3rd and 2. They have to pick it up. And once again, they go to Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield, who will shift out of there.
MSU says, I've been great, had ups and downs with the sports and in real life. That sounds accurate for a lot of us, myself included, my friend. It's good to see you here, though. I'm glad you're doing well, all things considered, man. Hopefully it's up right now. Now, after not picking up the first down, Steelers also get a delay of game, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 now. They start with 2nd and 1 and end up in a 3rd and 6 situation. Well, right now watching the Tigers before the Lions kickoff. Yes, sir. We'll be here for the Lions game, Lions and Packers. Right now we're like migrating from game to game, but for Lions and Packers, we'll be here for that game specifically, obviously. Yeah, we finally won one. Yes, sir, we did. All right, 3rd and 6. Steelers down 19-17. Rodgers scanning the field. Lots of pressure. Can't find a man. Intended for Gainwell. It's incomplete, and the Steelers will have to punt with 13:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Good ball game here in New York.
Right here on the right side, you got Tremaine Johnson spins inside, gets up in air and spins.
Did
anything about it.
It wasn't like in the same. Were Fields and Rodgers, was that like in the same trade or anything, or was it Rodgers just a sign, off-season sign, or what? I don't remember. Jets catch the ball at the 15-yard line. That's where they'll start their next possession. MSU beat Boston College 42-40 in double overtime yesterday. So happy. Looking for the Lions to continue that. Nice, man. Yeah, I need the Lions to get a dub, man, because I can't be having Michigan and the Lions losing all in one weekend. Those are the worst weekends. That's good, though. That's a good little win over Boston College. I'll take it. I'll take it for the Big Ten. Not usually like a huge like conference rooter or whatever, but you know, definitely root for the Big Ten to do well.
There's Mecca Buka, Baker Mayfield trying to get him the ball. He had a touchdown reception in the first half.
Oh, Buka had a touchdown in the first half. I didn't even know that. All right, 10-10 ball game here in Atlanta between Falcons and the Bucks. Both have had 32 snaps. Total yards 166 for the Falcons, 141 for the Bucks. 2nd and 10 up and coming for Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield. Nice little pass there on a rope out to Mike Evans to the 30-yard line of the Falcons. First down, Tampa Bay. Lions win is a must. Can't have Lions and Michigan losing the same week. They will be in good shape. Should be a great game. Both Fields and Rodgers signed with their teams. No trade, just a coincidence. They ended up replacing each other. That's how I thought it went, honestly. But I was starting to question myself for a second there. It was, you know, what's weird is when you wear these headphones or whatever, there's like an echo in them, and you just feel like you're in like a, I don't know, just this like room of your own kind of thing. It's weird. So like you just your head either I'm really dumb or I'm just kidding. Your headspace just goes like you just don't think like you. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. You don't think like you normally do. The big bad SEC is falling now. That the playing field is fair. Yeah. No, I agree. And obviously Saban left, and yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting that as NIL came along, so too. But at the same time, the SEC, you know, how it's always been like that. I tried to tell SEC fans that for the longest time. I'm like, you're not going to rule this. You just enjoy it while you can, okay? I love trash talk, so I didn't mind it at all. But I'm just like the delusion of saying we're going to always be like this. It was probably the longest tenure for a conference domination, but it's a tale as old as time. There's been different conferences, you know, kind of ruling college football across the board.
And now the Bucks. Here's a timeout.
Crazy, both AG and BJ coached against the quarterbacks. They are now coaching. Wait, AG and BJ.
It's Tez Johnson,
Oh.
rookie from Oregon.
Wait, OG and AG. And the only name coming through to me for AG is Aaron Glenn. Coached against the quarterbacks. They are now coaching. SEC, aka different leagues. It just means more. Or does it matter? Do they say matter more or means more? I think means more. Yeah, the big is a different league than the SEC unless you're UCLA. True. Yeah, Nico over there. How'd they do? Did they play yesterday?
There it is.
I was at a wedding yesterday, so I didn't get to catch up with too much college football. And honestly, like, outside of that Michigan-Oklahoma game, the slate was not wonderful. But it's okay. We had such a good opening first week that's fair.
And you can't challenge until the next snap.
Correct. Bulls didn't want to just run any random play.
All right, I was trying to stay on this Tampa Bay Falcons game, but they're having some kind of, like, delay here before the snap. And I don't like it. So we'll go back to the Jets and Steelers.
To the football in a hurry and bring down Wilson, led by Thornhill.
Garrett Wilson with the catch, but Jalen Ramsey gets the quick tackle to be fourth down for the Jets.
The intensity that he practices with, and you can see
Nice
the
open
swarm
field
here by
tackle
the
there.
entire defense. Off the field, give the offense the ball
Fields is
back.
upset. I don't know if he's upset at Wilson or what. I think he wanted him to hit the sticks.
For the Jets of their rookie punter, Austin McNamara out of Texas Tech.
I think Fields and Garrett Wilson played together, didn't they? That'd be like the same timeline, right? They're close to it. At Ohio State, obviously. Some more skirmishing between the Jets and Steelers. Man, this thing is just getting out of hand. Real scrappy. UCLA lost to UNLV, really? They're now 0-2 in the Nico era. And Nico wanted that raise from Tennessee, huh? Shocker. Got about an hour and 35 minutes until the Lions play. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, as we wind down in the 1 o'clock games, I'll probably get out of here a little early just so I can, maybe refill on drinks or whatever. And I'm just drinking regular stuff. So I ain't drinking. I'm not drinking brew or anything. But get drinks, maybe a bite to eat. I'm not too hungry right now, though. We'll be here for the Lions and Packers at 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. I'll be there a little bit early before the kickoff. And then we'll be on live for the Bills and Ravens game for Sunday Night Football. We're here all day on Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Give me a like if you don't mind here on the live, and consider following the channel. If you watch sports parody, specifically football, I'll do parody videos, skit videos, all the good stuff. All the good stuff I used to do. Come on, remote. For sure, brother, says Benny. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's another thing. I like to conserve my energy for the Lions game for sure.
Not to trip up the feet.
All right, McLaughlin is kicking the 44-yard field goal here for the Bucks. 10-10 ball game in Atlanta. Early into the third. Snap good, hold good. McLaughlin missed it. Only missed 2 all year last year, I think I saw. But that one goes left on him, and it will remain 10-10. It's good for me. I'm rooting for the Falcons. Yeah, everything was good. McLaughlin just pushed it to the left. little bit of pressure from the right side, but usually kickers are able to tune that out. MSU says UCLA got New Mexico next. If they lose, Nico might as well start considering a career change. New Mexico, that's who we played first week, right? Or did we play New Mexico State? I think I feel like it was New Mexico though. They weren't terrible, honestly, because NFL is off the table and UFL won't pay them that money. Yeah, very true. Yeah, there was a lot of Nico hype last year, and sometimes people let that get to their head.
How much he just loved to be around.
All right, we're back in the Dolphins game. I'm not sure why I'm in the Dolphins game. They're down 23-0. I think I'm just here just in case something cool happens. He started a little early. Waddle back in the game here. He'll get the screen. He'll gain about 4. I watched, it was a couple years ago, I think. Maybe 3 years ago. But I think it was 2. When Kirk Cousins and the Vikings came back on, who were they playing that day? They came back from like 30-something down or something like that. I watched that whole game. I could not leave it. I had this weird feeling, and the feeling came true. Was it the Eagles? No. I don't know. I can't remember who it was they came back on. Maybe somebody knows in the chat. HM will go forward for the first down after the 2nd and 7. We're winding down the end of the third quarter here. Dolphins, I've said this, sound like a broken record, but the Dolphins need to get on the board, man. They need to at least get in the end zone to put some juice in this team, and maybe they could have a good fourth quarter. Can't wait to see JJ play tomorrow night. Yeah. Myself as well. I have him as my fantasy quarterback in the 12-man. My team's solid. I think you saw it the other day, Benny. But I had to go with JJ because that was like I picked quarterback late. I wanted a lot of depth across the board with everybody else. So, but JJ is projected to get like 35 total touchdowns, counting rushing. So, we'll see if those projections hold up. But I would definitely be okay with that. Right now, I'm down 39-43, but I'm projected to win by 11. And that's with Xavier Worthy getting hurt on the third play of the game the other day. So that was a huge loss for me, unfortunately. All right, Tua on 2nd and 6. Long bomb here, and it's caught. Are they saying it's out of bounds? They're saying it's out of bounds. Yeah. Guess he didn't get both feet in. Let's see it. Nope. Yep. Elbows hit first.
So he didn't get a chance to get the knee down. So it counted for.
But those are the things. They don't get many opportunities in man-to-man down the field because whoever on this defense have kept those safeties.
Yeah, I'm excited to see JJ though. I think JJ is going to have a good career. Honestly, most people. It feels like most people don't believe that, but he's better than I just think Michigan people know. Incomplete pass there to Achane, short of the sticks anyway. I think what they don't know is like we didn't have to pass or what. So you can make the argument like JJ had it so easy because we had such a good running game and everything else and leads and everything else. That's fair. That's a fair argument to make. But anytime we needed him to come through or whatever, he came through. And I just think that whenever somebody doesn't have these padded stats and crazy stats or whatever in college, people just assume that they're not that good. It's like, dude, you could have put JJ, if you'd have put him in Ohio State's offense or Ole Miss's offense, he would have lit up like, the defense is. But we didn't need him to do that because we had, good rushing game. Really good rushing game. Dolphins will not convert on 4th down. Tua pointing at himself. I mean, 23-0. Man, oh man. Tyreek Hill in the medical tent. Dang. What in the world's going on over there? I'm liking the spring football. Yeah. Very bad day for the Michigan MAC teams. Western lost to North Texas in overtime at home. Central got blown out by Pitt. And Eastern lost to an FSC team, FCS team, Long Island. I didn't even know Long Island, like Long Island University or something. I didn't even know that was a team. Wow. But Adrian, who is D3, beat. I do know Adrian. I've heard of them for. Oh, I know where Adrian, Michigan is anyway. Beat Valparaiso 10-7. Okay. Tyreek Hill in the medical tank. Phillips said. Ooh. Yeah, people like to call JJ a game manager and just hand it off. He wasn't about stats. He was all about the team and winning as a team. I agree. All right, back to the Jets Steelers game. It's 4th and 6 for the Steelers. Looks like they're going to have to punt. Down 19-17. Punts away, pretty good airtime there. And but the Jets get a good return, take it all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's where they'll start their next possession. Up 19-17. Slowing down a little bit on offense, though. See if Fields can reignite things. Hello, Mother, over on TikTok. Good to see you. I love you. You're kind of lucky I saw that or whatever, because I haven't been looking at, like, TikTok just recorded, basically. We're live on YouTube, On Tap Sports. That's where I can see everybody's chats and talk to you and all that good stuff. Hope you're doing well, Mom. 4th and 11. I feel like every time I go to a new game, they're punting and it goes to commercial. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do this again. I'll probably just stick to one game. But it was worth a shot. I just kind of wanted to see all the football games. It's the first day of NFL, basically the first day of NFL. The punt will go out to the 29-yard line. It was partially blocked on that by the Giants. It's 14-3, Washington. Well, the fans are upset. I'm not sure what they're upset over. I think they think there was a rough and a running into the punter, but they don't know it was blocked. So apparently Washington fans don't know ball. Now here's a guy who doesn't know ball. All right. We're in Cleveland now. It's going all over the U.S. 16-14, Cleveland up on Cincinnati.
Great effort by Jerry Jeudy right there. A little bit of contact there as he comes through, making the interception.
And Cincinnati just got a pick. Ball at the Cleveland 34. 4:53 left in the third quarter. Burrow and company down 2.
Can they take advantage of the biggest gift today?
Burrow swings it outside to Chase Brown. And Brown will gain 1.
Carson Schwarzenegger over there, the rookie from UCLA. Just a 1-yard pickup for Brown.
Yeah, this defense has played really well today. Historically, it has given the Cincinnati Bengals some issues. Whether it's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all of them, it seems different.
Yeah, Burrow on the day, only 12 of 16, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. They're talking about how he usually struggles against Cleveland and how they've given Cincinnati fits. I remember a couple years ago, I had Burrow on the fantasy team, and he had a rough first game. Yeah, that may have been against Pittsburgh and then Cleveland. He just had a rough start to the season as a whole. Devin Bush, the one-time Michigan Wolverine, with the pressure, and Burrow has to throw it away. All right, 39 up and coming for the Bengals. What do you think about the so-called sign stealing scandal at Michigan? I think Harbaugh never knew about it. Well, I really do believe that, but people are going to call Michigan fans naive for that. I don't think he ever knew. 3rd and 9. Burrow finds his man T. Higgins, first down on 3rd and 9. Clutch throw there. Yeah, I don't know. We won. We won the championship. As far as I'm concerned, it's what did we do after Connor Stallions left? We whooped up on every team we played. We played a much harder schedule after that. We beat Penn State, Ohio State, Alabama, Washington, Iowa, like just everybody. Some of them we beat up on pretty good. So I think it's a fair championship. Naturally. Chase Brown will get the carry, stretched it out on the draw play, and he'll gain about 6. 2nd and 4 up and coming. We get closer and closer to the end of the 3rd quarter here in Cleveland.
And he knows he's going to take that hit. He's going to take it down low, but he's got his eyes strictly downfield on T. Higgins. And how many times do we see quarterbacks get hurt with that front foot planted, and you're standing in that pocket, making that throw?
I figured you'd agree. Buckeyes love to call us cheaters these days. Laugh out loud. They are so mad about us beating them the last 4 years. They're very salty. And the 5th year was canceled, so they've not beat us in a long time. 2019. Salty is the good way to put it. Incomplete pass there, bring up 3rd and 4 for the Bengals. As Burrow just now surpassed the 100-yard mark. He's at 104 on the day. Really, really good defense there out of Cleveland on Gesicki. Denzel Ward is pretty good. All right, 3rd and 4. Bengals at the 17-yard line. Burrow working out a shotgun. Finds his man Chase Brown. It's incomplete. He heard footsteps. It's 4th and 4. Bengals will more than likely kick a field goal here to try to go up 1. Brown was lined up at the top of the screen there, all the way to the right. Just did a quick little delay slant and cannot come down with it. McPherson to try to give the Bengals a lead. 35-yard attempt. It is up and through, and the Bengals will take the lead over the Browns. Good ball game there. Let's update the scores. Let's see what the scores look like here. Put this on the bigger screen. All right, so Tampa Bay's up in Atlanta 17-10, halfway through the 3rd. Jets 19-17, a little bit further through the 3rd. 23-0 as the 3rd quarter almost is coming to a close there in Indianapolis over the Dolphins. Washington 14-3 over the Giants, 8:30 remaining in the 3rd. 20-10, Arizona has now gone up on the Saints. That game was tied a lot of the way. 1:30 left in 3rd there. 17-16, the game we just left. Cincinnati over Cleveland. Las Vegas has a lead 14-10 over the Patriots. 8:50 remaining in the 3rd. Jaguars and Panthers still delayed there. I'm assuming weather delay. That's lame. But you got to do it sometimes. And we will be here for that game. Lions and Packers. Packers are 1.5-point favorites. And then we'll also be doing the Bills and Ravens for Sunday Night Football. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Please do like the stream and give a follow. Philip says, Miami has Indy at 1st and 30, then commits a defensive hold to give them a first down. I thought you were going to make a joke like, we have them at 1st and 30. This is where the tide changes. Not so much, huh? Man, it's a rough day. I'm sorry, Philip. I'm sorry. Because Colts aren't really. I mean, they're not a terrible team, but they're not a good team. I don't know if there's not like I don't know if there's an excuse for it. What was the Washington and Giants is 14-3, right? So the good games right now are really Jets, Steelers, Bengals, Browns. I mean, I just don't care about Raiders and Patriots. I haven't watched that, put that on not one time. Tampa Bay and the Falcons. I like those. We'll stick in Washington since I'm at there already. All right, Washington 1st and 10, up 14-3 over the Giants. Play action. Daniels will roll out right. He'll find his man. That's to McLaurin. First down there. It's always a reliable receiver. Looking at the touchdown here for the Bucs to go up 7. Little Bucky Irvin swing pass. 17-10 over the Falcons there. Phil says, I expected this. Everyone has been saying Miami was like 29th in the power rankings. Yeah, it's just crazy because, I mean, they were pretty good a couple years ago, Was it two? What was that year where you guys like started the season off with the Chargers? I feel like that was a good year for y'all. I think that's the same year where y'all ended up with the loss to Kansas City in the playoffs.
Washington has had plenty of opportunities in this game. Haven't done very
All right,
well.
2nd and 5 up and coming for the Commanders.
Very good to see in early season football. I feel like a score here.
What time is it? 3:09. A little over an hour until the Lions game. All right, Jaden Daniels takes the snap. Well-timed screen pass, but a little bit of a miscommunication there, and it's not caught. So to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Commanders.
Kingsbury knows that defensive line is going to try to get home and make an impact. So the best thing to do is screen them.
Russell Wilson getting the helmet on, trying to see if they can get some points for his team if they get the ball back.
Early in mid-season form. So when you expect him to complete 100% of the time.
26 dropbacks for Jaden Daniels today, 3 sacks, 6 pressures. 3rd and 5 here. He's out of shotgun once again. Backs up, makes the throw, and did it hit the ground first or not? I feel like it hit the ground. McLaurin tried to get under it. He's making a plea, trying to say he caught the ball. Let's watch the replay.
Drifted back away from that. McLaurin, wow, that looks like very close. That's a lot closer than I thought.
That might be caught. That might be a catch.
Let's see this angle. That's a great job of redirecting. Looks like his arms underneath there.
Yeah, I think he caught it. I think you can make a case for a catch for sure. They're going to challenge it. Or are they going to? Yeah, they're challenging it. And I think he did catch it. All right, we're back in Cleveland. Cleveland down 17-16. They're at the 44-yard line of the Bengals. Jerome Ford on the carry, gains 1. Chris Jenkins with the tackle. Flacco on the day, 20 for 28, 195 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. This has been a pretty good ball game all throughout.
It was by a pretty significant margin as far as his career receptions above everybody else.
Yeah, and DeAndre Carter, he'll have a role there, but he's going to be mainly your return guy, and you can see the other numbers. So Isaiah Bond, I think, is intriguing, with that downfield speed. Murray Thrash, another year in this offense, feeling a lot more comfortable, says he's not thinking as much. I think it's going to be interesting to watch this group behind Jerry Jeudy for over a year.
It's going to be interesting to watch this game in the 4th quarter through 3 of 1 point Cincinnati lead.
All right, 1-point lead for Cincinnati. They're going into the 4th quarter there. We're winding down on the 1 o'clock games. Thank you for being here. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar.
his high school numbers. 29 points, 12 rebounds per game as a senior.
That's it.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Worthington. Those numbers sounded pretty good to me. Let's check in with Megan.
Well, Drake London returned back to Southern California and USC last weekend. He was the tunnel leader for his former team. He ran them out to the field. He called it the highest honor. And you know, at USC, that's where he forged some everlasting relationships. Talk to me about having upperclassmen like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Michael Pittman that he could really lean on. And now that they're all in the league, they're just a phone call away from one another, guys.
Some terrific mentors.
And it makes sense. Amon-Ra St. Brown, their game is very similar. Different on the sides. But he catches the ball the same way that
All right, Bijan on the carry gets out to the 39-yard line. Gain of about 4 there.
4 minutes remaining, third quarter.
17-10, Bucks
Kickoff weekend.
with the lead. 4 minutes remaining in the third.
7-point lead.
Bijan had in his first 2 touches 61 yards. Ever since he's only has 25 yards. So tough sledding here for my number 1 fantasy football draft pick. Yes, I chose him over Jamar Chase. Second and 11 now for the Falcons at the 39. Penix working out a shotgun. They let the floodgates through and throw a little screen pass to, Kyle Pitts. He'll get the catch, but he'll only get 1 yard, if that. Trying to work Pitts into the offense, but nothing doing there.
They all rally to the football. And as soon as they rally to Pitts, they go low, take his legs out. You can't move if you don't have your legs. Nice job game tackling by the Buccaneers defense.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. Penix scanning the field. Finds Bijan, is caught. First down and more. Out to the 14-yard line. They're in the red zone once more, down 7. They just let Bijan right on through. Penix does a good job just kind of waiting, looking elsewhere, knowing that he was going to scan through and find his running back eventually. Bijan with 5 receptions, 94 yards and a touchdown. Had a tough day on the ground, but lots doing through the air. Bijan will get the carry here, looking for a lane, making some nice cuts, but a lot of effort to get 4 yards. Philip says, have you ever heard of a team having 3 different drives of at least 15 plays? The Colts are shredding the Dolphins. 3 drives of 15 plays. Man, that's a lot. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing with you. I just know that those are frustrating times. That was my entire Lions fandom. And so I'm just trying to enjoy what we have now because I know it'll go away. Algier, nothing doing there. Good tough defense out the interior of the Bucs line. Be 3rd and 4 here. 1:32 remaining in Atlanta in the 3rd quarter. Current drive is 9 plays, 62 yards, almost 6 minutes long. What up over there on TikTok? Hit that heart if you don't mind. Give me a follow if you don't mind. Penix on 3rd and 4. London on the bottom of the screen along with Pitts. Bijan's out of the game, it looks like. That's interesting. And Penix is sacked. It's on Reddick for the sack there. It'll be 4th down, and surely Atlanta's going to kick the field goal here. No Bijan, though. I'm pretty sure no Bijan on that play, which is interesting choice.
First step for Hassan Reddick is one of the most explosive steps in the NFL. Todd Bowles said, I'm still surprised.
And Young Ho Koo
I've seen a lot of good ones.
will try to be true once again. He made a 41-yarder earlier. This is a 36-yard attempt. Snap a little high, but corralled, and Q's going to miss it. Oh, did it go through? It went through, hit the upright, right upright, and goes through. Some luck there. Snap was a little high. I think it messed up everything from there. And it is 17-13. Tampa Bay with the lead. This is where it could get fun towards the end here. All these games winding down.
A yard for Chase Brown. And that's all he's going to find. The real question becomes, can they get these wide receivers?
All right, we're back in Cleveland. 17-16 lead for the Bengals over the Browns. Jamar Chase just 2 catches on the day for 26 yards. Higgins just 2 catches for 23 yards. So, obviously I made the right decision drafting Bijan. It was the number 1 pick in my draft. Just kidding. It's one game. But all right, Burrow working out a shotgun. 2nd and 9 with 13 minutes remaining here, about 13 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Higgins with the catch. Did he stay in bounds? Nope. They're saying he did not get both feet down. So it'll be 3rd and 9 up and coming. Good coverage there at the Browns. They've been pretty good all day on the back end. Yep, couldn't get the right foot down. Got one in, not the other. And this ain't college.
Clearly see the foot on the light. And now 3rd and 9. Browns defense wants that stop.
And this is where Zach Taylor did not want to be. On these 3rd and long situations, these obvious
all right.
situations because of that
3rd and 9, Cincinnati, working out of their own 39. And Burrow's going to call timeout. Wasn't able to make the pre-snap adjustments in time. And with it being a big 3rd down in the game, no reason to risk it. Phone and Wi-Fi went out at the same time, says Benny. You're good, man. You're good. You ain't always got to be around here, man. Benny, didn't you used to work like was it you that worked 3rd shift? I know Colton did, but was it you that worked 3rd shift as well? Rodgers with a touchdown pass in the Jets game, but apparently the Jets had already scored as well. So it's 26-24 there. 14:57 remaining in the 4th. That'll go to commercial, though. That keeps happening a lot where I'm going to commercial right as I get to the game. It's another reason why I kind of don't like calling all the games at once. I probably will not do this again, more than likely. It's just so much work, it's so hard just switching channels. Yeah, Jets 26, Steelers 24, 15 minutes ago. It's a good one, man. We'll look at the scoreboard one more time really quick. Bucks 17, Falcons 13. 26-24, Jets over the Steelers. 30-0, Colts over the Dolphins. Why does it say, and this says 1st and goal on the Indianapolis 33 for Miami. How's that? If that's accurate, that's kind of crazy. Jags 10-3 over Carolina. Looks like that one's got back up and running. Washington 14-3 over the Giants. The Giants are driving, so they could make that interesting down the stretch. We'll see if they can get a touchdown on this drive specifically. Arizona up 20-10 on the Saints. 12 minutes left to go in the fourth there. Cincinnati 17-16 over the Bengals. Great game there. Raiders 17-10 over the Patriots. Benny says, "Yep, I did. I'm good with third shift. It ain't easy." Wait, are you like you're done with it, or you're good with it? It ain't. I can't imagine it's easy for sure. I did second shift for the longest time. I've never really done third shift, but my dad used to, and I know it beat him down. All right, third down for the Giants up and coming. Down 14-3. Need a touchdown on this drive. Field goal's not going to cut it. Still be down. I mean, it'll put them in one score range, but
But you are right on the fringe of field goal range. So whatever happens, Russell can't do anything
Malik Neighbors on the day, 4 catches for 54 yards, 9 targets. It's interesting to see if Russell Wilson was going to be able to get Neighbors the ball. So far he has, mostly. Wilson's ball is tipped at the line by Payne, who has just been an absolute nightmare for the Giants today. Then he says, "Yeah, I'm more of a second shifter." Yeah, I don't mind second shift, but mostly first shift is fine with me. I just wish first shift could start earlier. I don't know what. I mean, I'd like to have the rest of the day. But I haven't done the 9 to 5 in quite some time. Just been trying to grind and do all these other things or whatever, just to get by. All right, they will have to kick a field goal. Gano, 55-yarder is good. Squeaks by the left upright, and Graham Gano will make it 14-6. So Giants not the touchdown they were hoping for, but much needed 3 points. That'll bring them in within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here. All right, Cleveland with the ball back. Flacco swings it out to Sampson. And Sampson will gain about 8 yards. 2nd and 2 up and coming. Browns down 1 with 12:50 remaining. Been a good game, close game, hard-fought game all throughout. It's been one of my favorites of the day. Flacco under center. 2nd and 2. Hands it off to Sampson. Sampson with some nice cuts there. Pinballs off a man. Gets the first down. Wants help up. That was a nice little run there. Squeak right through the 2 defenders. All right, 1st and 10 now. Dylan Sampson, the 4th-round pick out of Tennessee. A couple good plays back-to-back. Flacco now in shotgun on 1st and 10. Sends his man in motion. Fakes it to Sampson. Rolls out right, looking for a man. And he does find his guy. Gain of about, maybe 20 yards there. 22. Good throw there by Flacco. Really good play under heavy duress. I thought he was going to have to throw it out, but somehow, some way, he gets rid of it, and his man goes loose. Nice play. Yeah, he had nobody and waited for his running back to take off. I'd like to see more of that in the NFL, honestly. Just running, getting yourself open. You know, what feels like some guys just kind of sit there once their original route is broken off. Flacco finds his guy again. This time around, nothing doing. 5-yard loss. Nice open field tackle by Burks. Flacco on the day, 22 for 32, 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And looking for the most important number, which is 1 dub over the divisional foe Cincinnati Bengals. This is a big game for both of them early on. Flacco said the other day he wants to end his career in Cleveland. Said he's ready. So this might be it for Flacco. Again finds Fannin on a quick slant. That was catch number 6 on the day for Fannin. Gain of 6. Be 3rd down and about 7 after the original first down loss.
Down the road at Bowling Green, and while they loved what he did there, they had some concerns because Bowling Green didn't huddle a lot, so they wanted to make sure that he could handle mentally the different things they would ask of him, the different concepts they would throw his way. So Kevin Stefanski and a few other
17-16, 9:53 remaining here. Bengals at Browns. Bengals with the lead. Browns, 3rd and 7. Flacco finds Judkins. Tackled right away, though. Does not get it. There is a flag on the play. And it's on the Browns. Oh, that was Judy on the catch, actually. Tackled right away.
Yeah. If you get out of position with him, and you can see right there.
Yeah, he swung his arms around. Hendrickson doing Henderson things, getting the pressure and causing a flag. It doesn't matter anyways because the ball was incomplete. So Cleveland will have to punt it away on 4th and 7 with 9:34 remaining. I don't know why I said incomplete. It was complete. He was just tackled right away. Might as well have been. Good punt there, but somehow it squeaks by the Cleveland player and goes in the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Cincinnati will work out of the I feel like I heard that it was 35, but is that just on kickoffs? To find that out. There's always off-season changes, you know.
And the Falcons remain inside their 10.
Falcons also going to commercial break. A lot of good games right now, though. A lot of things coming down to the wire. Steelers took the 31-26 lead on the Jets. Jets have been leading much of that game, but not by much. And Steelers finally got the edge on them here. Good one there. And a lot more offense than I would have expected. I thought Jets Steelers would be a defensive struggle, to say the least. But Fields has looked good today, and so has Rodgers, and they've been able to put some points on the board. Everything's at a commercial break right now, it seems. Except the Dolphins and Colts, and we could go without watching that one. Although the Dolphins did put points on the board. They have 8. Fields with a nice pass downfield all the way to the 22-yard line. Fields just continuing to sling it. Taylor on the catch. We'll go to that one.
The rookie from LSU for 20 yards, his first career catch. You've been waiting to see it all day. The coaches, the players, everybody has talked about Mason Taylor. They said he's everything you want in a football player. He's smart.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Jets. 11 minutes remaining. And they're threatening again here in Steelers territory. Fields on the day, 206 pass yards, 32 rush yards, 238 total, and 2 touchdowns. He'll keep it on this one. Run right side and gain 4, maybe 5. He is very, very fast.
danger with him because he can just at any time he wants.
The Jets are slinging it. They are. I just, these are two of the best defenses in the league, man. And I did not think it was, Rodgers still has it in the tank, but and Fields is when he's on. But still, I did not expect for Pittsburgh and the Jets to be 31-26, and it looks like these teams are going to keep scoring. I mean, who has the ball last year? Fields under center. Oh, Watt got right through and disrupted the play, but somehow, some way, Brees Hall still able to gain 3 yards. 3rd and 2 up and coming for the Jets. Down 5, 9:54 remaining. If you're over there on TikTok, if you don't mind, give me a follow. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. We're a little bit better over there on YouTube because we get the chats coming in. And I can put the chats on the screen and read them. TikTok's just kind of, just on there for to reach that audience as well. But good to have you guys here. I'll be doing the Lions and Packers here in just a little bit because I'm a Lions fan. Bills and Ravens tonight. I'll be calling all day. Fields fakes it to Allen and takes it himself. He'll get the first down right at the 10. So it's right at the 10. It should be 1st and goal. There is a flag, though. This game has been chippy all day. These teams have been arguing like crazy, like little kids. It's a personal foul. Low block is called. So Jets will have to repeat 3rd down. That was huge. That was on Garrett Wilson. Oh, never mind. Silly ref. The foul is on the defense on Jalen Ramsey. Number 5 on the Steelers, not number 5 on the Jets. So it will be 1st and goal. Half a distance to the goal.
Tomlin, just shared his opinion with the official on the near
Mike Tomlin not happy about the call. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. It's like a 5-yard penalty at the end of the day for it being half a distance to the goal. But all right, here we go. Fields. Well, they were about to snap it. They're going to call a timeout. 9 minutes remaining. Actually, got to turn that fan off. I'm usually I like cold and cool breezes, but that was too cold.
In the attempt to tackle a runner like that,
31-26 in this game.
Right there, and an attempt to reach. That's a tight call. And look, they're trying to protect the low blocking, but here, to me, it looks like Ramsey's trying to avoid the offensive
Pittsburgh
block.
leading the Jets. Jets have led most of the game, but it's been close throughout.
I'm with you there, Gene, because I see his shoulder pad go around the knee of Braylon, and if Fields wasn't so close, I could understand it, but Fields is directly behind Braylon Allen there. So what's Ramsey's other option? He's going to stand up and possibly get run over by Braylon Allen. That's a tough one to put on a DB there. I understand. They were going to get the first down. So it did obviously place the football at the 5, but it was also the drama of the fact that the initial call was against the Jets, and then the instant reaction and change.
All right. 1st and goal here for the Jets. Fields will hand it off left side. Gain of 1. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Injury to Derek Harmon, so not active today. Harmon, the rookie out of Oregon, 1st round pick. Harmon dealing with an MCL sprain.
Jets last year averaged 91.8 rush yards per game, which was 31st in the league, but today 172. So slinging it, running well, doing everything well are the Jets. See if they can come up with the win here today. 7 rushes, 2 passes on this drive, 61 yards, 5 minutes and 13 seconds and counting time of possession. Fields out of shotgun. Play action. He's wrapped up and sacked at the 11-yard line. That's Highsmith on the sack. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Jets. Down 31-26. Huge sack there. And Fields really had no option. Couldn't really even have time to throw it away or anything. Yes, sir. Sack, says Benny. Wrapped up.
Quick set out, overset by Fashanu. Highsmith, a savvy vet, takes advantage of it underneath.
See, this is where I actually do start to get excited, Benny, whether there's an audience or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate you being here, of course. But, yeah, I get excited now because these games are getting down to the wire and they're fun. I love the ending of 1 o'clock games. Fields taking off right side, lowers his shoulder, cannot get in. They're going to call him out at the 1 yard line. What do you do here if you're the Jets? 7:26 remaining, 31-26. Need a touchdown to take the lead, or do you go ahead and settle for the field goal? Fields did everything he could on that play, extended as far as he possibly could, lowered his shoulder, but could not get in. I think I'm going for it if I'm the Jets, and they've been rolling the dice a lot today, so I think they will. They had their offense out on the field, and Pittsburgh is in. They have an injury on the field. It's Cam Hayward.
Long-time Steeler, 7-time Pro Bowler.
They're looking at his face area.
That's the most by a Steelers defensive player.
Yes, sir, says Benny.
He was in a contract hold in where he was in camp.
Yeah, I like this game. Cam Hayward in his 15th season. They didn't know if he was going to play today. He's been on a contract holdout, which he's been with the Steelers all 15 years. So that's the kind of contract negotiation that, you can kind of maybe be on the player side or whatever. I'm sure he wasn't asking for too much. He's been there for 15 years. So he's proven he wants to stay in Pittsburgh if possible.
Just sneak it. I'm a big believer. They've had a couple successes so far today with the quarterback sneak. You got 1 yard to go. You talk about being
all right. Jets offense will stay. Ex-defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn for the Detroit Lions now with the Jets rolling the dice once more. Did not pick up the 2-point conversion earlier from the 1 yard line. That would make it 31-27 in this scenario. Here we go. And there's a timeout. Man, oh man.
You have the speed of Justin Fields.
Don't go to a commercial break. If it goes to commercial break, I don't want to leave, actually. It doesn't look like it's going to. Southern Cal at Purdue. This is just going to look weird with all these West Coast teams playing Big Ten teams now. Indy now up 33-8 over Miami. Arizona up 20-10 over the Saints with 4:34 remaining in that one. 14-6 Washington over the Giants. 12:06 left in the fourth. Jacksonville up 17-3 on Carolina. It's almost halftime there as there was a long delay. 17-16 Cincinnati over Cleveland. 6 minutes remaining. 17-13 Tampa Bay over Atlanta. 9:25 remaining. 17-10. With 7:25 remaining in the fourth. Vegas over New England. Here we go. 4th and goal. Fields under center. They will snap it. He'll roll out. He's got it. Fields got it. He fakes the run up the middle and then goes out to the right side, and no one was there. Absolutely no one was there. Steelers completely fooled on that play. The Jets are up for the moment 32-31. And they'll go for 2 to try to be up a field goal. Hey, Susan, good to see you, my friend. Just take the lead. Yes, sir, Benny. And Susan says, I had this ding, but was busy with the baby. Shaking my head. You're fine, Susan. Appreciate you being here. As always, you're the best. Absolute best. Second rush touchdown today for Fields. I'm calling all the 1 o'clock games, just rotating here, Susan. It's been kind of difficult. I don't think I'll do this again. But calling the Lions game here shortly against the Packers. And then Bills and Ravens tonight for Sunday Night Football. I'll be here all day. 7 minutes remaining, and the Jets just took the lead in a very, very high-scoring affair, 32-31. Jets over the Steelers, going for 2 to try to get up a field goal here. And another stoppage of play. Timeout. Man, you don't want to call a timeout on a 2-point conversion attempt. But Aaron Glenn has no choice as the play clock was winding down. So we'll go to Atlanta for the Tampa Bay game. 6:40 remaining there. Penix has his ball batted down here on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 up and coming. Penix says, "Cheers, Susan. Hope all is well." Love it. Love the people just seeing each other again, you know? That was the whole point of this channel, once upon a time. Good to see everybody over on TikTok. Probably just heard I'll be here for the Detroit Packers game shortly. Let's go Lions. And we'll finish out with Bills and Ravens tonight. I'll also be doing Chicago and Minnesota tomorrow for Monday Night Football. Penix on 2nd and 10 now. Finds his guy. That's Drake London, 2 yards short of the sticks and in Tampa Bay territory. And they're going to call a late hit as well, so they'll get the first down here. Well, I'm watching that. If I have to put melatonin in juice. I love it. It's going to be fun. I'm ready. I'm ready for the Lions season. About 35 minutes until Lions kickoff. Yes, sir. Yep.
Which you know they're not going to allow. That was poor decision.
I'm kidding about the melatonin. Hey, I need melatonin plenty. I drink it at nighttime. Or drink it, eat it. Little gummies. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. 6:21 and counting. Penix on the day, 21 for 31, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. Bijan with the run, nothing really doing there.
No gain on the play. Under 6 minutes to go. Tampa Bay leading by 4.
Dennis has had an amazing series.
Yeah, this has been a good game all day. This is kind of what I thought the Jets Steelers game was going to look like, but it does not look like that. Penix, right side, Pitts, almost breaks a tackle, gets all the way to either the 11 or 10. It'll be the difference between 1st and 10 or 1st and goal. We'll see. They're showing the Jets Steelers, and it's still 32-31, so I'm assuming the Jets either have not run that 2-point play or did not get the 2-point.
Wow, high-scoring affair.
It is a high-scoring affair there. Goodness. It's all good, Benny. How are you today? Says Susan. All right, it is 1st and 10. They're working off the 11-yard line. They'll go up the middle with Bijan, who keeps dragging players. He was wrapped up around the 7 and ran them down to inside the 5-yard line. 2nd and 4 up and coming. Bijan wanted that. Only 25 rush yards on the day. Algier also with 25 rush yards. Algier with 9 carries and Bijan with 10. So Falcons have not done a good job running the ball today, but Tampa Bay is usually pretty stout up front. So that's not too surprising. However, Bijan has had quite the day through the air. 94 yards on 4 catches last I checked, and a touchdown. They'll give it to Bijan again on the run. And he gets about half yard short from the first down that time. So give it to him again, man. He's on my fantasy team. I'll take it. Need a touchdown here. I would love that. And I'm rooting for the Falcons to win anyways. Oh, man. The guy I'm playing, his fantasy team is just going off now all of a sudden. So, yeah, I definitely need a touchdown here. Who's he have that's going? Oh, Brian Thomas is starting to score. Jalen Warren must have got a touchdown. Cam Little scoring point. Man, people are starting to score for the guy. Bummer. I have a feeling that Xavier Worthy injury is going to cost me bad. Falcons Buccaneers just went to a commercial break. Let's see if we can't go back to the Jets Steelers here.
Sherwood was rewarded big contract, 3 years, $45 million during the offseason.
All right, 2nd and 15 for the Steelers. Approaching the 6-minute mark left in the fourth quarter, down 32-31. They're at their own 31. Rodgers, immediately under pressure, almost throws a pick to a fallen down Stevens for the Jets. Wrong team there, Aaron. He used to wear green once upon a time, but no more. 3rd and 15. 6:07 remaining in this one. Good to see everybody over on TikTok and YouTube. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Calling the 1 p.m. football games here, and we'll be calling the Lions and Packers here shortly. 3rd down conversions, 4 of 8 today for the Steelers. Average yards to go 7.6. This one's 15 yards, and Rodgers is corralled. Sacked at the 22. They'll have to punt by who other than Quinton Williams. He's having a day, and he is very, very good at the sport we call football. He's a stud. Just overpowered his man. Ooh, like holding anyways, honestly. Not called, but still sacked. So the Steelers will have to punt it away. And it's not a wonderful punt, but it'll do. It gets out to the 35-yard line. The Jets will have it. Steelers punt, no points. Yes, sir.
Penalty marker on the play. 5:20.
See if what's happening with Tampa and Falcons back there. All right, 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. They gave it to Algier instead of Bijan. Bijan out again on a pivotal 3rd down. That's the 2nd time the Falcons have done that. And Algier can't pick it up. It's going to be 4th and 1. Falcons down by 4 with 3:27. They're probably going to have to go ahead and go for it here. Bijan back in the game, but he should have been in the game on 3rd down. And I'm not just saying that just because I have him on fantasy. Like, what do you have Bijan for if you're not going to get him involved? I get it. Algier's like stockier and maybe a better goal, but Bijan just had 2 good runs to get him within 1 yard of the 1st down. I don't get it. 13 plays, 89 yards on this drive. Will it be all for naught? Penix rolls out right, looking for his man. He dives, drops the ball. A lot going on here. Ref's not making a call. Winfield picked it up and is running towards the other end zone. Ref still not communicating what happened here. Penix dives. It's definitely not a fumble.
But did his body get out of bounds? Yeah, can't see from that angle. Fumble. Covered by the defense. 1st down.
Ruling on the field is fumble and picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the Bucs. All right, so was he touched by Javonte Dennis? If he was not touched, then yes, the ball.
This is a tricky one. Penix is like really close to the sideline, so they're trying to say that because he went down on his own. And he dove, not slide. He didn't slide. And then he lunged to try to get into the end zone, dropped the ball in doing so, and they're calling it a fumble because nobody touched him in the process. So they're trying to figure out whether or not his shoulder was touching out of bounds or not. Because if it wasn't, then he just fumbled on his own. I kind of think the Jets might take this one, but we will see, says Benny. I'm hesitant to go. I'm not going to go back to that one just yet because I feel like they're going to come back to the Atlanta game pretty quickly. But man, we're good down the stretch. These 1 p.m. games are starting to get pretty interesting. Stick with us here. We're calling them. We're at a commercial break in the Atlanta-Tampa Bay game where they're trying to figure out if Penix fumbled on the replay. If he fumbled, stretching for the end zone, or if he man, what is this? I don't want this. Or if he was touched the sidelines and was down. Good. Jets are on a 4th and 5 over there in New York. So they'll have to punt it away with 3:56 remaining in the ever dangerous Rodgers, who's scored plenty of points today. Got to think that he can make a way and hold on to that ball for 3 minutes and 56 seconds and at least get out of here with a field goal win. We'll see. Raiders up 20-10 on the Patriots, 20-13 Cardinals over the Saints. 2 minutes remaining in that one. Looks like the Cardinals will have to punt it away, so the Saints will have a shot here. Washington up 15 on the Giants, 21-6. Bengals up 17-16 with 124 remaining there. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 40, so that looks like they may come down with a win there unless Cleveland has a timeout.
Can't have a fumble. Now it's the spot, and if you look at the spot, they move him short. But to me, when he first hits the ground with that shoulder, to me the ball has made the first down. That's what they're looking at this point.
Mike Pereira in Los Angeles looking at the Penix play. He thinks that Penix was out of bounds and had the first down first, so he thinks it should remain Atlanta ball at the 1 yard line.
Other than the hand or foot plays over at that point because he was intentionally diving forward.
Susan says, I like mine medium rare, Benny.
At that point. So by the time that ball came loose, play is already over. So now if you're watching this, you just see a contact there. Where's the ball in relation to the line to gain, which is just outside the 1 yard line? Looks to me like he would have the first down.
Oh, because they're saying that Penix was touched. A little bit of contact. I would like that. I would like for them to keep Bijan in the game and run the ball with Bijan. That's what I want.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is the quarterback was diving, gave himself up, and down beyond the first down marker.
It is a first down and goal for the Falcons. So the ruling is overturned. The Falcons get their way. And Ray wants the ball to go to Bijan. Please. It'll be my only shot at a fantasy win here. I got James Cook left and Devontae Adams and J.J. McCarthy and Mark Andrews. I got some studs left, but gonna need some points.
Cleaning it up. Bulls got the Bulls obviously upset. Reverse call. As soon as they explained it to him, you could see his face. It's one of those, I don't like it. I know you're right.
Bowles disagrees, but I think the refs got it right there. First and goal for the Falcons. 2:56 remaining. Down 4. Penix under center. Bijan right to his right and Algier in the backfield. What are they going to do here? Give it to Bijan. Give it to Bijan. They gave it to Bijan on a stretch play. He's nothing doing. They gave it to him. I don't mind the play, but he ends up losing 3. Good pursuit there by Tampa Bay. They weren't fooled at all. The announcer doesn't like the call at all. I don't mind it. They've been trying to go up the middle and haven't had much success there. I think they were just trying to see if they can catch him on the edge. I think they wanted to run it and prefer to run it. And the Bucs have been really stout between the tackles. So I don't mind it. I just wish he would have got in. And there's a timeout on the field. Let's see if Cleveland and Cincinnati's over. We're winding down the 1 o'clock games, and they are getting good. 17-16. Cincinnati over Cleveland here. 1:17 remaining. 3rd and 12 for the Bengals, but the Browns don't have any timeouts, so they're going to run the ball here. Chase Brown bottled up, loses 3, and 37 seconds, so there will be about 30 seconds before the next snap and punt. So after the punt, the Browns should have about 23 seconds or so. 23 seconds to get in field goal range, no timeouts. It's going to be very difficult for the Browns. But we know Flacco's got an arm. He can do it.
They'll run it down to about 30 seconds. They'll take the delay of game.
Yeah, the Bengals will take a delay of game here at the 30-second mark.
Turn it over their defense for one last time. It was a daunting proposition. If you
Lots of these games going down the wire. Bengals, Browns, 17-16. Falcons, Bucks, 17-13. And 32-31 Jets over the Steelers. Last I checked, there's 2 minutes left in that one. We'll go to that shortly. 2nd and 9 on the Jets 40 are the Steelers. So they're driving. Here in Cleveland, Cincinnati is punting. You're more than welcome. I got extra, says Benny. All right, the punt is off. 25, 24, 23, 22. They're letting it bounce. 21, 20, and 19. There's 19 seconds. That was down to the 1. That could not have been any better for the Bengals. So this one's going to be over soon, and it looks like the Bengals are going to get the W unless something miraculous happens. Will something miraculous happen? We'll see. 19 seconds, 4th quarter. This is a part where I maybe would like going from game to game or whatever, so you can see all these endings and everything else. That might be what I do in the future. I might think about that. Like if I'm calling a game and there's still like 5 minutes left in it, like towards the end of the games, I'll just start migrating around or whatever because that's great. All right, Flacco in his own end zone, rolling out right side, 14 seconds remaining, throws it incomplete, 13 now. 2nd and 10, up and coming. What up, Garrett? Good to see you, brother. What's up, my friend? Just watching these 1 p.m. games. Need the Lions to be better than Michigan did, yeah. I was telling Benny earlier, like those 3rd down conversions, man, we could not keep our drives going, and Oklahoma did. They were, if you count 3rd and 4th downs, they were 10 for 18. We were, if you count 3rd and 4th downs, we were 3 for 14. That to me, that was the difference of the game. And we were in a lot of times we were in manageable 3rd downs and just did not have that clutch gene that we needed. Flacco finds his man, nothing doing really though, 6 yards and out of bounds. 8 seconds remaining. Yeah, you know, I think Bryce is going to be special. I really do. 9-24 was not great, not but he's young. It's early. Like he'll be fine. Just wasn't there on 3rd down, man. It was a little frustrating. You know, you guys probably know more about the game than I do. I was at a wedding or whatever, but I was checking in and it was frustrating me every time. I noticed it before I even looked at the stat. You know, I was like, we cannot convert. And it felt like they were converting every time. I felt like the defense did a relatively good job. They definitely managed it to keep us in the game. And that quarterback was materials. No joke, man. Cheers, brother Garrett. Good afternoon, says Benny. All right, 8 seconds left here between the Bengals and the Browns. This could be the last snap of the game. Browns at their own 3-yard line need a miracle. Flacco passes, caught by Judy. He's going to have to sling it back. You can't get tackled, dude. That's game. Judy with the catch, pads the stats, but the Bengals are going to start out 1-0. Let's go on over to Steelers and Jets, maybe. Let's see. Steelers and Jets. Buccaneers and Falcons both coming down to the wire here. 3rd and 11. Steelers at Jets. Big third down. We got here just in time. Rodgers throws deep. Has his man. That's going to be pass interference. There's no flag. Austin is beside himself. I'm with him. I'm rooting for the Jets to win, but that was absolutely a pass interference. Yeah, there's no shot that's not passing. He was so handsy grabbing him. It wasn't terrible, but pretty good coverage by Stevens, but I just think he was handsy too early. Wasn't even looking at the ball. Yeah, I think that should have been pass interference, but a loss it's not. So the Steelers are going to attempt a 60-yard field goal. Chris Boswell. This is my kicker, and he's going to miss, and I'm going to lose a point. That's a bomb. He drills it right down the middle. I have to stop saying that B word, by the way. Right down the middle. 60-yard field goal for the Steelers to give them the 34-32 lead, and I'm telling you, that kick would have been good from 66, 67, 68. I mean, that thing was absolutely drilled. And right down the middle, too. Not even a question. Yeah, here we go. Here's a better view of it. Yeah, that would have been good from like 68 at least. He drilled that thing. What a kick. The Steelers will take the lead. I was questioning kicking that field goal, man. That was wild. All right, 1 minute left. 1:03. We'll see if Fields can work some magic here. All right, here we go. Let's catch up on chat. I'm sure Oklahoma didn't score more. Michigan kept them close. Surprise. Oh, surprised they didn't score more, yeah. I'm not even going to get ugly with Michigan this year. They are already having too much against them, but the Buckeyes are going to win this year. We're going to see. We're ready for that game, Susan. It's going to be a fun one. Jets will take the kickoff right at the 1. It's going to be returned out to the, nice stiff arm there, out to the 31, where Fields will have to work with. With 56 seconds remaining. May we never use whatever offensive scheme from that game ever again. That was so aggravating to watch. Run, screen, and third down. Would maybe be play action pass, and it was instant pressure. Yeah, I agree. I'll have to go back and rewatch the game. Like I said, I was at a wedding, but my cousin Philip said that he'd like to see Bryce run more. He's not a Michigan fan, but he thinks Bryce should run more, so I'll have to check that out. Made it. Wow, he sure did, man. How's it going, Benny? Says Garrett. Great game indeed. And Benny says, not too bad, Garrett, just enjoying some football. Yes, sir. Pass complete for about 6 yards here. 49 seconds. The Jets have one timeout. Second down. They're not going to use the timeout here. 39, 38, 37. Fields gets the snap. Scanning, can't take a sack. Finds his guy, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there by Jalen Ramsey. A little mouthy after the play, but that's what Jalen Ramsey does. So it is what it is. 3rd and 3 up and coming. 30 seconds remaining in this one. Falcons just scored a touchdown. I'm not sure who or what happened, but they're up 19-17 in that game. We'll go to there shortly if this one ends. It wasn't Bijan. I know that because I didn't get points. All right, Fields on 3rd and 3. And throws it away. That might be a fumble. They're going to call it incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and 3 with 25 seconds remaining. One timeout for the Jets. It's a crucial play. This has been an excellent game. If you're just getting here with us, Chris Boswell for the Steelers just drilled a 60-yard field goal. Would have been good from at least 68 probably, And that gave the Steelers a 34-32 lead. 4th and 3. Oh, I like it. 25 seconds left. 4th and 3. Fields back. Looks to his left, finds Wilson, and Wilson gets drilled, and he drops it. Jalen Ramsey laid the boom. It looked like Wilson for sure was going to grab that one. But, man, he got laid out. Wow. Jalen Ramsey's been playing well all game. And comes through in the clutch for the Steelers in that moment. Wow. Yep, nice and clean, too. That's the big thing. No targeting, nothing. Just lowered his shoulder, wrapped up, and slung them down. Yeah, they were going after each other all game. Fields, with a valiant effort, played really, really well, but not enough in the end. And the Steelers are going to go to 1-0. Jets to 0-1. 60-yard field goal. What a good opening round of games. You know, I wasn't like crazy about some of these games or whatever, but they've turned out solid. Should have known. All right, Bucks now down 3 to the Falcons. They're running their 2-minute drill. We get there to the 2-minute warning. We'll pause that for a second. Crazy how a game can change that fast. Yeah, there's been some good ones for sure. That Jets Steelers one, that was good all game, you know, and so was Cincinnati and Cleveland. I was hoping Cleveland could have got the ball a little bit further down the field or whatever to make that one a little bit more interesting. Patriots down 20-13. They have the ball, but I don't see where at on this score sheet. So we'll see about that. None of the other games are particularly close. We're kicked off here in in Seattle against San Francisco. And Detroit will be kicking off in about 15 minutes. So we'll be here on that stream. If I come a little late or whatever, that just means I'm finishing up eating and all that good stuff. We're going to stay here probably till the end of this Falcons game. And then I'll close up shop and be here for the Lions and Packers in the next one. I'm ready, if you can't tell. I gotta see something. This. Oh. All right, we're at commercial break. I'm gonna finish out the last game, the Falcons and Bucks. Then shortly we'll be doing the Lions and Packers. We've been calling all the 1 p.m. games, and they've been some good ones. Chris Boswell just hit a 60-yard field goal to give the Steelers the win over the Jets, 34-32, as the Steelers defense was able to stop the Jets offense on their last drive. Jalen Ramsey lays the boom down on Garrett Wilson, and Garrett is unable to come up with the ball. So Steelers win. Nice, Garrett. Sounds like some fun, says Benny. And Benny says, sounds good, brother. Yeah, Bucks and Falcons, they're showing last year's game. That first one ended 36-30, Falcons over the Bucks in overtime. And then week 8, a few weeks later, 31-26, Falcons with the dub.
They swept the season series, but Tampa Bay would still win the division for the 4th consecutive year. There's Michael Penix. Go ahead, score.
Bucks are 5-1 against both Saints and Panthers. So good in the division in the last 6, but 2-4 against the Falcons. They've struggled against the Falcons. We'll see if they can get a W here this time around. 1:49 remaining here. Mayfield with a short completion to Bucky Irvin and quick tackle by Bates. Clock's running. Bucks have one timeout. 1:38 remaining, down 3. Mayfield almost sacked, escapes. Just does everything he can there just to come up with an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Mayfield wants a flag, I think. but none are coming.
Luke Gedeke doesn't account for him. No one accounts for him. He comes clean. And Baker Mayfield does a tremendous job avoiding the sack, throws the ball away, stops the clock. That could have been disastrous.
3rd and 9 up and coming. Bucks have one timeout. All right, Mayfield working out a shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Bucky Irvin in the backfield. Wants to get the snap off. He barely does before the play clock. Mayfield, time to throw. Has his man. It's caught and a first down for the Bucks. Shepard with the catch. 120 and running. Still have that timeout in their back pocket. And they're at the 40-yard line now. So already in Chase McLaughlin territory. This may go to overtime here. Mayfield rolls left. Can't find anybody. Has to throw it away. He took a hit. Crowd wants a late hit, and they'll get it. Flag on the play. Let's go, Lions. Yes, sir, Benny. Let's go. Good to see everybody over on TikTok. Give me a like if you don't mind. Follow if you don't mind. And we'll see you here shortly for the Packers-Lions game. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar.
I like that the officials are discussing it, but don't let it in the officials' hands. Just let it off.
Now they're talking about it. So will they wipe this flag away? They will not. Roughing the passer. And now they're definitely in McLaughlin territory. Now the Bucks have an opportunity here to really look for just a W altogether. Get a touchdown instead of a field goal. Mayfield on the day, 15 of 30, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm going against him in fantasy, so, chill. 6 penalties on the day for Atlanta, 30 yards. All right, Bucks now at the 25-yard line of Atlanta after the flag. 104 remaining. Mayfield working out of shotgun to the end zone. Touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, his second of the day. Post route there, and Mayfield just put it on a rope. They did leave 59 seconds. And the Falcons have 2 timeouts, so we'll see what Penix can do. This was just a beautiful throw. Egbuka gets inside leverage on his guy and no safety help. Just reels it in. That hurt me for fantasy purposes, but it was cool to watch, so who cares? Extra point is missed. Missed extra point. That keeps it at 23-20. That means the Falcons can go down 59 seconds, 2 timeouts left, and still take this thing to overtime. McLaughlin, a usually reliable kicker, hits the upright to the left. Man, oh man, that was a big, big miss. And it came off his leg right away. You could tell he was missing. Didn't McLaughlin, I think he missed a field goal earlier too, a gimme field goal. So McLaughlin just not his day. Nonetheless, the Bucks do take the 23-20 lead.
Early in the second half, he put it right on the money for Emeka Egbuka.
It's 4:16 Eastern Standard Time. The Lions game starts at 4:25. So I'll probably be able to stay here for the remainder of this game if it doesn't go to overtime. If it goes to overtime, I'll probably start the Lions stream on TikTok and YouTube, and we'll watch the end of this game, though. But I'll put it on the Lions stream. McLaughlin kicks it off. It's received at the 2 and taken out to the 24-yard line. That's where the Falcons will start with 52 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts. Michael Penix at quarterback. There's a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back on Atlanta. How do you get an illegal block in the back, like on a kickoff where like they have the safety measures and everything else? That's kind of wild. I mean, how do you even? You barely even had time to block at all. We'll see what Penix can do. He's worked some magic before back in his Washington days. We'll see if he can do it as a pro. On the day, he has 250 yards on 23 of 36 passes and 1 touchdown. We'll see if we can add to those numbers and get them in field goal range. Here we go. Starting at the 14-yard line. Penix almost sacked, takes off up the middle, slides and gets the first down. Clock not going to run here. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout now. So 1 timeout remaining after this one.
3-point game. Buccaneers leading the Falcons next week, America's game of the week.
Yeah, we'll be doing that game, I bet. Kansas City and Philly next week. Will Kansas City go to 0-2? I don't think so. I think the Chiefs are going to win that one. I mean, it's at Arrowhead. We'll see. Should be a good one. I just can't imagine the Chiefs starting out 0-2. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now from the 26. That penalty was huge because it made them use a timeout basically for 10 less yards. Penix has a little bit of time here. Makes the throw. It's caught and taken upfield by Ray. What a great name. That's my name. McLeod. 1st and 10, and Atlanta's brewing.
There's a big arm of Michael Penix, Ray McLeod, the best route runner for the Falcons. And you see how Michael Penix zipped that ball all the way out there.
Yeah, great throw by Penix there. Nice tight spiral. And McLeod's able to shed the first defender and get out of bounds as a result. That's huge. That saves the timeout. Now that brings Penix up to 274. Now at midfield, Bijan there to his right. Penix gets the snap. Passes it. Caught by Pitts. Pitts trying to find a seam here. Gets all the way out to the 36-yard line. Gain of 14. They're now in field goal range, and they'll use their other timeout. Okay. Nice little play there. And Pitts looking pretty energized here so far this year. He's athletic, man. Be good if they can get him more involved. I'm not calling him Young Wei Koo, okay? He's Young Ho Koo. If you're joining us here, this is On Tap Sports. Good to see everybody out on TikTok and YouTube. We'll be live here shortly for the Detroit and Green Bay Packers game. But we're finishing up now Atlanta and Tampa Bay. 23-20, Tampa with the lead. 27 seconds left, but Falcons are driving. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 36. Penix gets a snap out of shotgun. Finds Bijan. Bijan cuts it upfield. Breaks the first tackle. Doesn't get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds. 15, 14. They'll have time, but man, Bijan, you just got to get out of bounds there. They'll spike it. There's 9 seconds. He's upset at himself, and Penix is telling him, dude, you got to get out. It's fine, but it's like, you know, you don't need every little extra yard. And yeah, had some shots had a chance to like get to go, you know, to the end zone a couple times if he had gotten out of bounds. Now you can maybe go to the end zone once.
This was the previous play before.
Well, Bijan he stepped out of bounds at some point. That could have helped the Falcons, but they missed it. Everybody missed it. I missed it too. I didn't think he touched out of bounds. Yeah, what? I've never seen that. So the Falcons already like Bijan presumably didn't get out of bounds. They spotted the ball. They spiked it because he didn't get out of bounds and the clock was running and they didn't have any timeouts. But now they look back, the spike already happened. And they looked back 2 plays ago and said he did touch out of bounds. So they're giving them the time back, saying he stepped out of bounds, and not counting the spike play. Apparently, I think they're saying that that's like a new rule that they can do that. But, man, I've never heard of that. So, a loss. That must be why it is new. Did you see Will Johnson lay out Chris Olave? I did not, but I would love to see that, Garrett. Michigan and Ohio State there. All right, here we go. So they're at the 31 is where Bijan stepped out. He's going to sling it out to Pitts. They're going to pick up the first down. 16 seconds left. How risky do you want to get here if you're Atlanta, though? You know, do you just want to settle for the field goal or?
How many times have we seen Sean McVay when everyone thought he'd be conservative, go over the top with an aggressive
23-20, 19 seconds left on the play clock, 16 seconds left in the game. What are they doing? Are they going to take a delay game here or what? 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. Y'all got to get to snapping. 3, 2, 1. They'll snap it right at the 1. Penix goes deep. It's almost caught. It's almost caught. It's broken up last second, and that might be a good thing for the Falcons because that was going to be caught at the 5, which would have been fine, but he would have been down, and I don't think they would have got another snap off to kick the field goal.
I think he's the only one that recognized that there's a possibility they can take a shot.
You got to remember, like, if you, if you get tackled, you're not just going up there. You're not going to have time to spike it more than likely. I don't know. That would have been tough. I think they could have got down there and lined up and everything, but 11, it would have been like 10 seconds. They've been risking it. We'll see if they continue to risk it. Penix throws deep to the end zone. Oh, he had him. He had him. Who's number 4? Number 4 lost the ball at some point because I think Penix let him just fine. Right in the end zone. Hodge. I think Hodge lost the ball in the stadium lights or something. All right, there's 6 seconds now. Falcons will kick a 44-yard field goal by Younghoe Koo after Tampa Bay just missed an extra point. Bucks trying to freeze the kicker. Younghoe would have missed. Oh, no, it went in. It went in. Lions kicking off. I see you, Benny. Yeah, I'm going to watch this field goal, and then I'm going to go over to that stream. I'm going to watch this field goal, get a water, so I have something to drink, and then go over to that game.
But instead, Koo was an opportunity to tie the game here. He's hit from 41 and 36.
23-20. Bucks over the Falcons. 6 seconds remaining. 44-yard attempt up and coming to try to send it into overtime. Younghoe Koo.
All right, here we go. From the left hash. 44 yards out to tie the game.
Snap. Good. Hold. Good. Kick. Curving right and missed. Koo. And the Falcons are going to lose this one, 0-1. McLaughlin gave them a chance with the missed extra point. Atlanta goes all the way down the field. Penix does a great job leading the charge. But the Falcons and the usually reliable Koo missed to the right. He pushed it completely. Falcons lose. All right, I will see you guys in just a second on TikTok, on YouTube, over for the Lions and Packers. I almost said Tigers. It's not big. It's still, we ain't doing baseball today. So Lions and Packers here shortly. I'm going to grab some water, and I'll start that stream up. We'll see you there. Green Bay's ball on the 18th.